there we go.
Got it. Oh, I almost clicked the wrong
The
thing.
Shade of Blue, episode 16. We're here.
Jared said he was gonna click leave meeting.
I was there. I was like, oh shit.
I'm not dealing with Nitty all
Like the
today.
one time that he went live, he stepped off after like 20 seconds. My dad said, "Yo, everything all right over there?" I was like, "I don't know." He walked off the set. How you walk off the set? Yeah. When you went live that time, remember you walked off the set.
By myself?
Yeah. And you left the live running for a little bit. You just walked off set.
Are you serious? And you saw it pop up?
Yeah. I didn't see it. I was at work and my dad called me. He said, "Yo, Jared walked off the set." And I said, "No, I know he was supposed to go live." He said, "No, he got up and walked off."
Oh, damn, that's crazy. You must have been one of the very first subscribers then, because I was testing my camera stuff out.
Yeah, he said you got up, walked off the set, and left the camera running.
That wasn't the one where I was just right here in my boxers, was it?
I don't know.
Wow.
Because that did happen. I never told you guys, huh? I was trying to test my camera and microphone.
Yeah.
And I didn't think the live thing would work because we didn't have any subscribers yet. And I was sitting here just messing with it. It was like early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And it said I went live, but I didn't think anybody was going to watch because we had no subscribers, like I said. And then it said 3 people viewing all of a sudden. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, he got to walk off set.
Listen, it's a good thing we don't have a female fan base. We can't be canceled and shit.
Yeah, cancel culture. Yeah, Jared would have got us canceled.
Yeah, we would have been done.
Cancel culture.
We've been out of work. They've been throwing stuff at us in the streets.
Like come on, man.
Because you don't know how bad it is out here, brother. You can escape from it out in Bakersfield. Where we at? They will spit on you in the streets.
No, yup. The city looks so big, but it's actually so small. Because when you bump into everybody, especially when you're getting canceled, you bump into everybody, bro. There's no escape.
It's like Larry David with the Iranian dude.
Yo,
he put the thing on him.
Yeah, the thing when they were looking for him. Remember at the buffet? He was there at the buffet. Everywhere he went, the dude was standing right behind him. He's like, "Yo," I forget what they call that again. The chopper or something like that.
Yeah, something crazy. Something crazy.
What are you guys talking about on Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Yeah, Curb. Yeah. Those two of my favorites, Seinfeld and Curb.
Phenomenal show.
Yeah, it is. It is. See, we could agree on something.
So you guys had a rough week. Right now, before you got on, Ron, Phil was saying I'm wearing all black to your guys' funeral or something.
Yeah, look. He did that on purpose. You know he did that on purpose.
It ain't that bad yet, man. So, listen, you know what it is? We see
got the black beard going on and everything. Look at that.
I know he dyed it and everything.
Dyed it black and all that. Look at that.
No, I did pluck the white ones out though. I'm trying to get the white ones.
Yo, when they do the Day of the Dead out there, man, he's just gonna wear a Giants jersey.
Yeah, it's a bad situation right now, man. There was a couple of positives, but it was mostly bad.
There's a lot of positives.
Okay, I go with you there. There was a lot of positives to take out of that loss. There was. We should have won that game. We got robbed. Let's call it for what it is. There was robbery. I mean,
we didn't get robbed.
The penalties, that was not offsides. That Lawrence wasn't offsides.
No, it wasn't offsides. Because I
wasn't.
No, the NFL admitted it.
Well, no, because when I seen it live, when they did the replay, when he moved, the center was already in motion, snapping the ball.
Right.
I could see where the ref could get confused, but honestly, they should have reviewed it and just let it be. So technically, we really won the game.
We did. And Danny Dimes actually looked like Danny Dimes this time. He was phenomenal.
Well, I mean,
you guys did have that one freaking bomb though with the Shepard. He had nobody within like 20 yards of him. And
Slayton.
Oh, Slayton.
Listen, I mean that's gonna happen, man. Sometimes the ball just gets too far ahead of you. You're not gonna get the catch. It's just gonna be like I said before. Like I think just like if he was just a little like an inch faster, it would have been a catch.
Right.
I just think the way the ball landed was so awkward that he just couldn't get a handle on it. Yeah. But I mean, there's that, and then there's the stupid ass holding call,
which was a phantom call, by the way.
Yeah.
50 yards away from the play. No, 50 yards away from Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
So Daniel Jones looked good. He was running. He was moving.
The problem is the defense. It's the defense that had to be more disciplined. It wasn't. And here's the thing. Here's my perspective on it. I feel like it's not even all the defense. The secondary did a great job. It's the fact that the front four
no pass rush.
Do anything.
No.
So if you're giving so many times, it gives wide receivers crazy amount of time to shed the coverage and get open. You know what I'm saying? Because once the routes are run, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you try to keep people up as much as possible, but it's like, if you're not getting the pass rush, would they sack him once?
Once. And that was like the first play of the game.
Yeah, that's terrible. You can't.
Come on, man.
It's Heineke, man.
Yeah, you know what, though? That dude's not so bad. He's not so bad.
He's not better to beat the Giants. You should have.
What the guy say? What that New York guy say that he's in his third start, and then who was it? Jones is in his third year.
Yeah.
So you guys should have beat him.
Well,
and then, like Jones. I said too, you guys' defensive line did look like sluggish from the beginning.
Well, we got no pass rush, bro. You know what the problem with the Giants? We have all DTs. We have a bunch of defensive tackles playing on the line. So you have your edge rushers as defensive tackles. I mean, I don't know how they were building that line. I don't know. And then if you have all those defensive tackles, how come we can't stop the run? I don't know, man. It just doesn't make sense sometimes.
Why are they not playing the new kid, the kid that they drafted? Their number one pick.
Yo, can I see Kadarius Toney on the field? And I mean, at one point.
No, I'm talking about.
You talking about Olajiri?
Yeah.
He's the only one that had 2 sacks. He had the sack in that game.
Well, then they need to put him on the outside
line. Just put him. Let him play. Come on.
At this point, let's just be realistic. At this point, what can you lose?
Right. Now, if we lose to Atlanta Falcons, we have a problem, bro. That's when I could start seeing people getting fired at that point.
Well, Jason Garrett's got to go.
Yeah, we both said that. Jason Garrett has to go, dude. Typical Giants. You get the interception. You burn 16 seconds off the clock, man.
Yeah, they had no urgency. They were taking all the time in the world right there.
Yeah.
They didn't care.
No.
What? Say that again.
They got Bradbury got the interception. And then 2 minutes and 16 seconds left. They burned 16 seconds off the clock.
That was a bad time, though.
What are you doing?
That was a bad time. There's nothing they could have really done with that.
Throw the ball. Listen, we have to admit, right now, Saquon Barkley is a shell of himself. Throw the ball.
He's not a shell. Hold on.
Let Daniel Jones run.
Hold on. He's not a shell of himself.
Daniel Jones is our best player. Let him run. Let him throw. Why you keep giving the ball to Saquon and he's back there dancing around and for a yard? Come on, bro. You know what? For now, I'm tired of Saquon Barkley, to be honest with you. Right now, I'm done with him. Let him get
done with him already?
Yeah, I'm done with him, bro.
Damn.
And remember, I'm also a diehard Penn State fan, so I love Saquon Barkley going back to college.
So
I'm done. Listen, I speak for other
So you want to get rid of Saquon and get some of the players from
not get rid of him.
Sycamore?
Not get rid of him, but stop giving him the ball and he's dancing around for 1 yard when we need a first down. Daniel Jones is red hot. Let him take over.
Hold on. Chill out.
All right.
Let me break it down for you.
Break it down.
Listen, man. What they should have done is not played him these 2 weeks. Ease him back into playing. Stop giving him workload. On top of the fact, the offensive line is still not cohesive yet.
No.
So you're putting him back that he's still dealing with like the mental aspect of playing, coming back from an injury. He hasn't played in a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't play all preseason. Like, it's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have to you got to give him the time to get back into, like, you know what I'm saying, his comfortability. He's not there yet. He's showing flashes, though.
He had a nice 41-yard run, right. But that's the problem. My problem with him is home run or nothing. I want to just see him attack the hole. He has all those quad muscles and stuff. Just attack the hole, run somebody over. You don't have to keep dancing and dancing back there. You know, you're killing us, man. I'm tired of being 2nd and 13.
I was about to say, because I'm looking at his stats. He had 13 rushes for 57 yards, but one of them was a 41-yarder.
There you go. It's home run or nothing. We need you to just hit the hole and run. Stop dancing.
Because he wasn't dancing the whole time. He was hitting holes in certain regard. If the holes are collapsing, because you got to remember, we're seeing it from the side. We're not seeing it like front facing. So if a hole's collapsing, he's got to make that split-second decision.
And online doesn't look good. They look better.
He's got to make the best decision possible. Sometimes it's not going to be that last drive. There's nothing they were going to do with that, because they had the Washington had 3 timeouts. It was 13 seconds out from
the 2-minute warning killed us. That's what killed us, was that 2-minute warning.
That's the problem. It's like you have the 2-minute warning. So it's like we could drain 2 of those timeouts.
Right.
But there's still that 2-minute warning, a 4th timeout for them.
We lost it because of the 2-minute warning when you look at it.
Well, that's the problem is ball management. It's time management.
But can we get a first down? Can we do a screen pass or something? Can we try to move the ball? You just hand it to Saquon and they're just sitting on it.
But here's the highlight of it. We did better this week with ball management and time and managing the time this week than we did last week.
And the line looked a lot better.
Because last week, when Denver came out the gate in the second half and they had the ball, they got the ball. They had it for over 8 minutes.
Yo, and that's another problem we have. Can we not let them score before the half or something? I mean, is it a crime to not have your team, the other team, just drive down before the half? And let's have another thing. If the Giants win the coin toss, kick the ball. I'm tired of that crap too, because every time they let the other team score before the half, and then the team gets the ball again and they score again. It's the same thing every damn week.
But you guys do like the 49ers did for like the past few years. Like we'll be marching and it looks like a good drive. Then also you guys settle for a field goal.
Yeah, field goal.
You guys had like 5 field goals that game?
Yeah, that's why I'm beating you, John. I'm gonna end up beating you because of those 5 field goals. Graham can know.
Nah, we kick a lot of field goals too. We still got Robbie Gould, so I think we'll see.
All right, I got faith.
Robbie Gould kicks the shit out of those balls.
He does. Ex-Giant.
Yeah.
And you gotta. Now I forgot what I was going. Oh, you gotta factor in too. Jason Garrett. It's predictive play calling. He's not doing anything that defenses haven't seen ever.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like
he looks all nonchalant out there, like he doesn't care.
That's the Giants.
Like, he's always looked like that, and that's why he sucked in Dallas.
Listen, it's like what I said to Phil. I feel like maybe he took the job to be on some spy shit and destroy the Giants from the inside.
He's an infiltrator.
After what the Eagles did to us last year, I don't put nothing past nobody. So I wouldn't have hired him. I would have never hired him. Like, what you just come from the Cowboys? Like, nah, I'm good.
I liked it just for the fact that he came from, but then you know what it is? He's coaching like he has a Dallas offensive line. And we don't have that offensive line.
Yeah, it's predictive.
That's the problem. And let's be honest, we also don't have an Ezekiel Elliott either. So that's another problem. Barkley does not run like Elliott. He just does not.
I think in certain regards, Saquon is better than Elliott, though.
I think Elliott's overrated.
He's better. All around, he's better.
He just got to get. I mean,
but
Zeke hits the whole running, and Zeke will just keep pounding.
Because he's got a line, man.
we had a little line going on right now too, though. We had the momentum going.
Did you hear what you just said? We have a little line going right now.
We have a little bit of an offensive line momentum going right now. Yes, we do.
We don't have a Dallas Cowboys momentum offensive line. That's the difference.
So has Daniel Jones, has he always been a running quarterback? He's always rushed and shit?
For some reason, yeah, but no one ever took notice of it until now.
Because he had 95 yards in that game.
He's fast as hell. That dude could fly.
I didn't know he was a runner. I didn't know that.
You didn't know he could run the ball? No?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, he's a big time runner. Remember that game against the Eagles last year where he tripped? He ran like 70 yards and he tripped. It was like 90 yards. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ron's like, yeah, I remember.
What you guys need to do though is if you guys don't like certain players, get rid of them. Get some of those kids from Sycamore, Bishop Sycamore.
Oh man, what a scandal that was! Man, that's
incredible. You guys heard about that?
It? Yeah, I was actually watching some stuff about that last night.
And they even played their games on ESPN too, I guess.
Like, yeah, that was.
How did they let that happen?
I don't know. I'm actually, you know what? I don't want to really speak on it so much because I don't know all the details, but it just seems weird how that will pass through the loops like that. And there's somehow ESPN getting blown out. I mean, it's just the weirdest thing to me.
Yeah, they lost what, like 48-0 and shit.
Altogether, in 2 games against that team, they've lost 116-6. So it's like, how did that happen?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Those 2 games that they were MGM or whatever, they lost 116-6. So I don't know how that happened.
They're from a Christian league, supposedly.
Oh, in Ohio.
They're out there just cheating. They're a bunch of like 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds.
Yeah. Then that one guy was like, I don't even know these guys. They just put them on the team that night or whatever. It's some crazy thing going on with that. I don't know.
When they were trying to read off the players' names for like certain players in the game, they were like, oh, we don't know where he's from. Because I guess it just had a list of the names. They had no credentials. Like it didn't say their high school, where they came from, like how high they were, how much they weighed, what position they really were.
Well, I know in certain regards, like kids that get homeschooled, they have like sports programs set up for kids that are homeschooled. So like they wouldn't necessarily have like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're homeschooled, what are you gonna say? I go to such and such high school? No, it's just your homeschool. So it's like if you're able to doctor up the paperwork, make it look like you're, you know what I'm saying, you're being homeschooled and you're a certain age. Like they have sports programs for kids that, you know, they keep them social because you can't have kids just living in the house and just learning school and they're not connecting with other kids. So they have the sports programs for the kids to go play, to be social with each other. So it could have easily been infiltrated because most homeschooling programs are Christian based, you know, Bible based programs. You know what I'm saying? So,
and what are they? They're out of Ohio, I think, right? Like Canton, Ohio, something like that.
Well, the thing says they play out of the Texas Christian Athletic League, based out of Ohio.
Yeah. So it could have been a team full of homeschool kids against regular schools, and they had no clue they was playing 30 or 35-year-old taxi drivers. You know.
Right.
So
they had Pujols' nephews out there. They're all older out there.
Yeah. Pujols' dad's out there playing for but nah.
Isn't that messed up though? They're bigger kids, like older, and they're still getting like thrown around by the high school, like the real high school kids.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Tell your brother the Raiders are trash, man. They shouldn't have won that game either.
Oh, well, he's on his high horse right now, but I'm letting him I'm letting him have his moment.
No, that was a good game.
It was a great game. It was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm letting him have his moment. He deserves it, I guess. But you know what? I'm letting him ride right now. But
nah, man,
he's on his high horse.
Not right. I love you, Jared. I don't love your brother.
Nah, I don't know what I did to him last week.
But yeah, James, all of a sudden this year he's just talking crap on Facebook. Remember back in like past couple of years, he'd be like, I never talk crap about anybody's teams. Yes, why they talk crap about the Raiders? And now this year, before week 1, he started talking shit. So I said, don't say that once we start talking crap about your team anymore. Don't say, oh, I don't talk crap. What are you talking crap about?
Once they start losing,
as always, you now.
They'll be losing right back on schedule. But supposedly, like Lamar, he had 3 fumbles and stuff. Yeah, he gave that game away. Gave the game away. He took over for Danny Dimes that one game. You spot on him. He's a freaking fumbling the football. I'm shocked Daniel Jones held on to the ball. He's not throwing interceptions this year at all. If you're going back to last year, he wasn't throwing interceptions.
I don't think he had issues with the interceptions.
It's not. It's the fumbles. He just has to stop fumbling the ball.
Here's the problem, man. They just need to get they need to stop shooting themselves in the foot and getting talent. Or getting talent and getting rid of talent before, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. I mean, like, I get it. Like, Odell is in the situation he's in now, but like, we should have never got rid of him. I don't care what anybody says.
No.
You have the argument all day. Like, you know what I'm saying? They should have never got rid of him.
But we got Peppers. Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, but Peppers is barely being used.
I know. I don't know what's going on with that.
I feel like Peppers is used more on special teams than anything.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with that. That whole situation is weird too. I think the Giants are trying to sabotage him because he's in a contract year, but
that could be it.
Because remember, Josh Norman complained about that.
I'm just getting tired of I'm tired of sitting here and watching this thing every week and
it's tiring.
watching his team do the same thing. It's like, yo, so you can't even just surprise me.
No. I'm always waiting for the big surprise, but the big surprise
you have all these weapons and what was the argument with Galloway and
they said he was yelling at Jason Garrett, not Daniel Jones. That Garrett was standing next to Jones or something, and he was screaming at him, which makes sense.
Yeah.
No, I seen another one where he was yelling at the equipment, dude. The equipment guy was holding a helmet and wiping it, and he's in his face. It's yelling at him.
So maybe it had nothing to do with Daniel Jones or nothing. Maybe it was something else that.
Probably because they're not designing the.
Yeah, it was. What'd you say? It was Galladay.
Yeah, Kenny Galladay. Yeah, who's our big free agent signing, and he don't.
And they're probably not designing plays for him to get him going. See, this is the problem. This is the problem that I have, man. This is the problem. They don't take any chances. They're not risk takers.
They're so conservative.
They do. What I hate about this team is it's a constant 3 to 4, maybe 5 yard dump each play.
Yep.
It's all to get small yardage and then kill time, which they don't do. So what's the point? So let them air it out, because obviously when Daniel Jones gets the time to air something out, he's actually showing flashes of being very confident and being a great quarterback, but they're not letting him do it. They're just being super ultra conservative. And it's you have Sterling Shepard, you have Galloway, you have Tony, and even the other kid kind of looked okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's
can I see Tony?
You guys have nothing to lose right now.
Can I
What's
see
there to
Tony?
lose right now?
Come on, I want to see Kadarius Toney.
But here's the thing, Jared. There's nothing to lose, but they don't realize that until week 14 when it doesn't matter.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The last 3-4 games last year is when they started, you know what I'm saying? Where they were just we'll just throw the kitchen sink at it and do what you can do. And they were playing phenomenal ball.
And they were winning.
So why did you not build off of that?
No, there's no continuity at all. You're
not building off of anything. You're just doing this. All right, we're gonna do the same approach that we did last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, last year I think I heard you guys started out 1-7 and then started winning towards the end.
And went 6? We finished 6-10.
We almost went to the playoffs.
If the Eagles didn't tank, we actually would have went to the playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah, the Eagles.
Maybe after they went 1-7, they started realizing we should just start playing ball. And if you
look at the numbers, Daniel Jones is number 1 in the NFL in air yardage. He puts that ball on the money. When that ball is in the air, it's a beautiful ball. I mean, there's tight spirals and everything. Let him throw the ball. Let him run. Let Daniel Jones do Daniel Jones stuff. Okay, enough with this 1 yard gain, and then you're doing some jet sweep for Kadarius Toney. Now, I don't blame Kadarius Toney for being pissed off on the sideline. He's over there. He's going crazy because he's like, yo, you drafted me number 20 overall. They call me the human joystick for a reason. But they don't use him. He's just sitting there. Come on, bro.
The human joystick.
That's what they call him.
Else from back in the day?
Baby, that's Kadarius Toney.
I've heard that nickname before. That's somebody else.
Nah, that's KT, baby. But I think the human joystick was somebody else.
I've heard that nickname.
That. But that's what they call him, the human joystick.
I'm just at a point where I don't know how much more I could take into watching
this. They have to beat Atlanta, man. You cannot go 0-3. And you know what the thing is? I love Joe Judge. He's my favorite coach ever. I don't want him to get fired. So I just want them to
you guys got to beat Atlanta because Atlanta's trash too. They suck this year, so you guys have to beat them. You guys got to beat them.
I don't think Joe Judge will get fired.
I think
they'll clear out the offensive and Gettleman probably get fired.
Gettleman got to go. He's another one. Him and Jason Garrett got to go.
Well, how long has Joe Judge been there?
2 years.
Yeah.
2 years? 2 years?
Who, Judge?
2 years.
Yeah.
This is second season, yeah.
So, I mean...
he needs to start coaching with urgency.
Ain't no urgency with the Giants, brother. 1925 Giants way. There's no urgency in that building. But that's their address, 1925 Giants way. There's no urgency at all. Everyone's just lollygagging, taking their sweet ass time.
Man, you guys, besides Saquon, you guys are all healthy. So you guys should be out there just balling, man. The 49ers, we got the injury bug again this year. Everybody, like week 1, we all started getting injured again, right out the gate.
Like right up the gate, yeah. You have what, 3 injuries right away?
Like a gang of them. Just like last year. Remember when we started off on the road trip? We went to New York for the back-to-back games against you guys and the Jets.
Yeah, that turf was eating you guys
took out Nick Bosa and who else was it? Armstead and
the turf was eating you guys alive.
Yeah, it's like happened again in week 1. I don't know what it is. They need to get rid of the strength and conditioning coach.
I wonder how much effect that has on, because we've been saying that as Mets fans. We've been saying that forever. Like it's time to change the training staff, and I wonder how much that actually affects.
I mean, I don't know, because the 49ers did fire the last one, and they still get injured.
They still get injured, right? The Mets overhauled their whole thing, and they got a million injuries. So it's like, but the Giants been relatively healthy the last couple of years. That I will say. The Giants haven't had the injury bug. It's been like Odell Beckham is the only guy that consistently just been hurt. And now he's not even with us no more. He's still hurt. So that's the thing. That's why I say I'm happy we traded him, just because at least we're getting something from Peppers and Dexter Lawrence. Where Odell, he just would have been riding on the sideline hurt all the time. And we would get no production.
And you guys got Dante Pettis to do the same damn thing.
Yeah, he's over there looking like a...
Did you watch that video I sent where he was trying to get into Hollywood and shit and be on E and be like the next Kardashian family?
Yeah, like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah. Like, he pretty much told the guy he would ignore his contract in the NFL and go do TV shit.
Like, what's his name?
That guy.
What was his name? The one that was with Kendra Wilkinson or whatever. He played for the Eagles, and he pretty much threw his career out just to be like a reality TV star.
Yeah.
Look at his name. Yeah, he just threw his career away just to be on reality TV, bro.
That's what happens with all them when they get with these like the porn stars and all these Hollywood celebrities. Like, I don't know, just like Jimmy Garoppolo, he dated that porn star and freaking tore his knee up.
Yeah,
they give him longevity. It's a business for him.
Right? Because football.
You got to think football is like the worst as far as pay.
Not for long,
the worst sport to be in.
Not for long. That's what the NFL stands for. Not for long. So
you're not. There's no guarantee. You know what I'm saying? No, there's only. Guaranteed contracts come. You know what I'm saying? You're only getting a guaranteed contract if you're Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, like you're an elite player.
Eli.
Anybody else, like, you're not guaranteed. Look at Cam Newton.
Nope. Yeah, look what happened to Cam.
They just clipped him like nothing. You know what I mean?
I think there's certain positions too that are worse than others. Like I feel like the running back position, like if you want a big contract, they'll just cut your ass and they'll get another good one just right when you leave. They got another one lined up. I feel like the running back position it's like that.
That's like the most grimy position.
Like they come and go so often right there.
Yeah,
they're like racehorses.
Right. Because I remember when I was coming up in the 90s, I mean, running back position was big time. You know, that was like the most important position in your team.
Jerome Bettis was right there forever. Frank Gore too.
Frank Gore. Frank Gore. So he's still playing?
Frank Gore?
Yeah.
No, nobody picked him up finally this year.
I think he's done.
We need a running back, so maybe we'll get Gore. But I'm looking at Ron. I'm looking at Ron. We need a running back, so
we gotta get that screenshot. Oh, dang it.
Man.
It kind of froze on his side, I think. I'll try to get the screenshot.
Yeah, because we need a running back. So
no, I think the one kid is good. I think the other running back we have is all right. He's the
one from the Raiders, right? Effective. Booker, the one from the Raiders.
Yeah, Booker. Yeah, I like him. For being a backup. Yeah.
I like Wayne Gallman better. I think Jared has Wayne Gallman.
You know what it is? You know what it is, man? Phil just wants the most explosive player he can find. That's all.
Wait, what?
You just want explosive players. You want that. That's how bad it's gotten. That you need some. You know, it's like we need Adrian Peterson in his prime. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But we're supposed. But wait, hold on. We're supposed to have the guy that God touched personally. Remember, Dave Gettleman said Saquon was touched by the hand of God. Well, I'm not seeing that.
What? No, he is. The problem is you you can't give somebody the ball and then have 5 people that just don't know what's going on in front of him.
That's true. But I watched him in Penn State. Like I said, diehard Penn State fan, and he was a different player than he is now. So
he was doing it his first year. You gotta think about it. He almost had like 2,000 yards.
Yeah, I just wish they had kept that combo. Man, think about it. The Giants had the 2 most explosive players in the NFL at one time on the same team. Odell and Saquon Barkley. And they messed that up. Messed it up.
Yep.
Remember that bomb? I think Odell threw it to Barkley, right? For like a 70-yard touchdown.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Come on. We had that. We messed that up. I don't know
what. Bro, we always do this. It's like I was telling Jared, what you were saying about Jared when he got upset.
Oh, yeah. Jared's always upset, though. He's always upset with us.
Wait, when did I get upset? When?
But it's like, yo, we always have they make the stupidest decisions. It's like Plaxico made the game-winning catch for Super Bowl. And so when he did his time and he came back, they were like,
Bring him
Eli
back.
can make the decision. And Eli's like, nah, I don't want him back.
Well, that's was Eli's thing, right? Because Eli didn't even go see him in jail the whole time. So that was the thing with him and Eli. I don't know what happened with that. And Eli didn't want him back.
Visit him.
He shouldn't have to.
Yeah, why does he have to go visit him?
I don't feel like he should have.
I mean, you guys just won a Super Bowl together the year before. I know one of you guys was in jail. I would go see one of you in jail or whatever. I mean,
yeah, but we cooler than that. We don't know how cool they were. It could have been just business.
Maybe. I mean, when you win the Super Bowl with somebody, wouldn't you be pretty close to that person? I mean, you did throw the game-winning touchdown to him.
When James did his little 6-month thing, I only visited him, I think, twice. Only went there twice.
Yeah. It happened.
That was different. I didn't like seeing him like that. So I was like,
right.
I'll write you some letters.
But yeah, the Giants are always doing. But on another note, can we still shit on the Jets? Because they're still terrible.
You know what? I don't want to even get to that right now.
Yo, tell your man, nah, bro.
No, because Jared's cousin-in-law wrote in the comments to talk more about the Jets.
I think he was being sarcastic.
What we gonna talk
Maybe
about?
he was.
Sam Darnold is actually a good quarterback. It's just the fact that Jets is just such a terrible organization that they wouldn't let him grow.
But you don't think we're going that direction too, though?
What, the Jets route?
Yeah.
No.
Oh shit.
No. We're not that bad.
You know what? And it's funny,
here's the difference. We don't have players that go to other teams and play better.
No, that's true. That's true.
Odell hasn't been the same since he was a team.
The only one I would say recent is this dude, Linval Joseph from the Vikings. He won the Super Bowl dust, and he's been good for them. He's the only one I would say that's been decent since leaving the Giants. But Jared brought up a good point. I didn't realize how bad the 49ers were for all those years, like 2003, I think you said, to 2011 or something, but they covered it up good because they looked like they had like a decent operation going, at least from my perspective. They kind of covered it up.
Hell no, those years sucked.
I don't remember that for some reason. I don't really remember the Niners being like so bad.
Oh, when you had Alex
Smith,
Alex Smith and Jeff Garcia and all of them, those years?
No, not even Jeff Garcia. Jeff Garcia was back right when we first started to suck. Right when he left, when Jeff Garcia left, that was when we started to suck. It was like Tim Rattay or Tim Rattay, whatever.
I remember Tim Rattay. Yup.
Yeah, a bunch of random quarterbacks.
I definitely remember Tim Rattay. Didn't you have what's his name too? Hanson or someone like that, and then you had like excuse me. Yeah, you just had a bunch of random quarterbacks.
A bunch. Yeah. And none of them were good. We sucked. That's all I know.
And then I remember this recently. You had that guy Mullins, I think, but he tore us up though. He tore the Giants up. Yeah, he tore the Giants up.
Yeah, he was good. He's a good backup. I don't know why they got rid of him. Nick Mullins and CJ Beathard, they're both are 1, 2, 3, or they are 2 and 3 backup. They were badass.
I know that it's a shame you can't play the Giants Because those backup quarterbacks, like, damn, I want to play the Giants every week so I can tear them up. It's ridiculous, bro.
I know, why can't
it's ridiculous, dude.
Why can we play each other?
We play each other this year, don't we?
Oh
no. Man, I thought we did. No, we played last year, and you guys killed us.
Talk about like so miserable.
It's a miserable time. It's a miserable time right now.
But how long has it been?
2016 was the last good year we had when we had Odell going crazy. We should have beat the Packers, but Odell dropped 3 touchdowns in the end zone that day because he was wearing a wrestling mask on the sideline, like he was Nacho Libre and all this crazy shit, other than just catching the damn ball. Mm-hmm. You know, it's always some antics. It's always like a spectacle or something like that with us. There's always some theatrics that goes behind the scenes. Well, and that goes with the Giants and the Mets. There's always like some theatrics or whatever on the side that we don't see. It's a shame that the Knicks are like almost stable franchise right now. It's crazy to think about it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's insane. It's insane. Like, look, at least you have the Dodgers. You know, your Niners are pointing up. Your Kings got a good farm system in the NHL. You know, your Warriors got Klay Thompson coming back. There's a lot of positivity on your side.
You're starting to sound a little envious over there.
No. It's the opposite. I pay homage. I give respect.
Yeah. Well,
I give respect.
I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, it's only week 2. I don't know. Towards the end of that game last week, I wasn't even happy when that game ended. I was like, "What the hell just happened? We won, but I never felt like that."
We've had a lot. We had a lot of those.
I've never been down about a win. Like, it was weird.
I have a bunch of times. The Giants will just scrape by, and everyone's happy.
Against the Eagles, Deshaun Jackson was the Giants' killer at one point.
That dude, we could not cover that.
It'd be that one punt. That one pass, like he just knew how to just carve the shit out of the Giants. Whatever.
They never could cover him. I don't know why they could never cover him. Something the Giants always have like that nemesis that you just can cover the damn guy. Put somebody.
Did he have that walk off on you guys?
Yes.
When he like dropped it, and then he picked it up and he ran a big old white circle and came back and just took it to the house.
Yeah, with Matt Dodge was punter.
He cut right into, like, when he picked it up and then he went back.
Yeah.
Yo, the funniest thing about that play though, Tom Coughlin was in the field. Remember, Tom Coughlin was Deshaun Jackson's cutting like that. Tom Coughlin's in the field, like, tackle this motherfucker. And no, that was remember, the play wasn't over. Tom Coughlin was literally in the field, like, someone tackled this motherfucker, and then he grabbed the punter and like threw him off the field. It was, you can't make this up. This is what I'm talking about. This is the theatrics that go behind the scenes that we don't. But then we won the Super Bowl the next year, though. You have to
try to trip him.
But you have to take that into consideration.
Like the Steelers coach.
Oh,
the Steelers coach when he tried to trip the Ravens return man.
I forget his name. Yeah, the guy from the Ravens. So he was real good at returning. Yeah, remember he stuck the foot out.
Yeah, I don't like that return man from the Ravens. He took one to the house in the Super Bowl against us.
Jacoby Jones. Yep. Yeah, remember?
Listen, man. I mean, like, granted, that Niners team was great. That Niners team was dope. The Niners team was hard, but that Ravens squad
was on another level, though, bro.
Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs.
Yep.
Joe Flacco was on one.
T-Sizzle.
Yep. Anquan Bolden. Ray Lewis, bro.
Come on, keep naming them, Ron, because T-Sizzle was
no stopping that shit.
No, yeah, they were a good team. Yep.
Jacoby Jones. Oh, bro.
They say we were like the best team to never win it.
Wait, Ed Reed. Ed Reed.
Even the kicker was fired.
Yeah, Justin Tucker.
That Ravens team is too good.
Keep naming them, Ron.
I'm gonna take off now.
I think Willis McGahee was on that one.
Yeah, Willis McGahee. Yeah, McGahee was on that. Yo, that squad was crazy, bro.
Bro, yeah, they were. That was, but like the Niners squad, they were from. You got Patrick Willis. You know what I'm saying? You got Crabtree. Was it Moss on that team
Davis,
too?
Carlos
Randy Moss on that team too, right?
You guys had Moss?
Yeah, Who? He was on that team. Man, Randy Moss was on that team. Yeah, he was on that team. Oh, you had
Randy Moss on it? I forgot all about that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Randy Moss, he jinxed it. You know what? He's not a winner.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, Randy Moss is
one of the greatest wide receivers.
He didn't do shit the whole year. It's like the only thing he did that whole year was when we played the Patriots, he took a 74-yard touchdown to the house.
Yeah, that was more like revenge against them. Yeah.
And that's all he did the whole year. Besides that, he didn't do anything for us.
I always prefer Terrell Owens for some reason, but that's just me. You know, I hated T.O.
Nah.
But I always prefer T.O. over Moss. That's just me.
Nah, man. Randy Moss is too fire.
He was. I don't know. He was great. Don't get me wrong.
No, the reason why his productivity stopped is because they had to have 2-3 people over on that side of the field to stop him. There was no other wide receiver that was like that. Like when Jerry Rice was around, Deion can stop Jerry Rice on his own. That's how dope Deion was.
No, well, Deion's probably the greatest.
Like, even though Jerry Rice is one of the greatest wide receivers of all time.
Yeah.
Huh?
I mean, but Deion was probably the greatest defensive back ever. Him and LT, the top 2 defensive players.
Probably them two one of the top 2 of the top 5 players of all time.
All time.
Offensive defense.
Yep. All time.
Yeah.
But he passed around a lot.
He had his best year with the 49ers too in 94.
Yeah. And then he went to the
Cowboys 1 year.
Yo, bro. That was my squad that year.
The Niners, the 94 Niners. I liked them too.
Steve Young?
Yeah, I love Steve Young. I did.
Ricky Waters?
Yeah. No, I was rooting for the Niners like crazy because I hated the Cowboys so much. So that's the thing.
Ken Norton Jr. That team was on fire.
Ken Norton Jr.
Yeah. See, I remember the roster, but I don't remember the game. I'm telling you, I was only 5.
See, Jared, I know things, man. I know things, Jared. I know things. See, I'm not crazy.
That's why I don't even know if I should laugh or be happy that you guys are actually singing. You like the certain 49 teams back in the day?
Well, you have to remember, we hate the Cowboys. So the Niners were like
that too, bro.
The Niners were like an alliance for us.
But like Deion had that flair, and then like Steve Young was like the
Steve Young.
Like Joe Montana was like the prestige. He was like the elite quarterback. Like Steve Young was like that blue collar, like Aaron Rodgers type quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's still got the record for the most touchdown passes in the Super Bowl here. What do you have, like 6, 5? Was it 5 or 6?
I think it was 5.
194?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went crazy that game.
No, I was definitely on the 49ers side, all those 90s, the early 90s, because I hated the Cowboys. I just hated them so much. So they were always
You should have just stayed like that. You know what I mean?
Oh no, baby. I had LT, Phil Simms. We were good. I was good on my side.
You should have stayed like that.
I was good on my side. I mean, and remember too, we always have respect for each other, the Niners and Giants. And remember too, you know, for me, we won those 2 big games for the NFC Championship game against you guys a few times. So I don't have no issues with you. I have no issues with the Patriots. Yeah,
because you beat us in the bigger games in recent memory.
So that's the thing. Like that. That's why too. And like the Patriots, I feel the same way about them because they're kind of
I respect the Giants just because of our little podcast now, but you know, I still hate Kyle Williams and all that.
Oh well, listen, man, we love Kyle Williams and all.
We had that game 1, but if it wasn't for it hitting his knee, and he walked the hell off like nothing happened. Oh, come on, man.
No, he was trying to play it off.
You're gonna act like the damn ball didn't hit your knee, and then
he
was
trying to play it off. He was trying to play it off. He almost had everyone fooled though.
Not me. You could tell even on TV. You could see it bounce off his shit.
But you know what? You got to give. That was probably in modern times the greatest playoff performance by a quarterback, Eli Manning. They were picking him up off the ground, bro.
My man was eating dirt all day.
Dirt, grass. There was like dirt in his ear, grass in the face mask, and he just kept getting up and getting up. Because matter of fact, I was listening to Justin Tuck and Antro Roll. Because it's a 10-year anniversary of that Super Bowl. So they have the All In podcast where every week they have the Giants come in and talk about it. And they said Justin Tuck and Antro Roll said there was no doubt the hardest team to play and the best team that year was the 49ers. And
by
far.
They were heavily favored in that game. We weren't supposed to win that game.
Hell no, we were not.
Supposed to win that game,
Hell no.
And that's what I'm saying. That's just our luck. That's our damn luck. We, if you guys admit that, then.
Oh yeah. See, I try to tell.
See, the thing is, we, and this is what we don't have now, right? For instance, like on the defensive end,
no time.
We've always had 2, 3, sometimes even 4 defensive ends.
Yeah,
like they can control the game. We had Tuck,
Kiwanuka, Umeora,
Pierre Paul,
JPP, Strahan.
You know what I'm saying?
Even Taffelson. We had just even the backups were really good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We for some reason they knew how to stack. They knew how to stack the defensive line.
But they went away from that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what they did. I don't know what
3-4 bullshit.
Yeah, please get rid of 3-4. Remember, you and I were talking about that for a couple of years already. We're like, get rid of that 3-4. Please. Yeah. I hate the 3-4 defense, man. I hate it with a passion. I hate the 3-4. I always have. I'm a 4-3 guy. Give me my 4 guys on the line or my 2 edge rushes. Give me my matter of fact, you know what I hate? I hate the edge term. Give me my 2 defensive ends and my 2 guys in the middle block, holding it down for the rush, and we're good to go. We don't need edge rushes and this and that. Give me my 4 guys on the line to put the pressure and let the cornerbacks do their thing. Like we used to do.
I also feel like we never like replaced Antonio Pierce's.
Never. We had Boley that properly. 1 year.
Yeah, but I don't think he was never as good as.
No. Not at all. We never replaced a bunch of guys. We never replaced Antrel Rolle. Think about it. Yeah. We never replaced Antrel Rolle. He was a big part. And Deion Grant. Remember, we had Deion Grant because the Giants used to have the 4 guys up front, and then they used to play 3 safeties. We used to have 2 linebackers with 3 safeties. We used to have Rolle, Deion Grant, and Kenny Phillips. And that was like a monster squad. And then I don't know what we did. We just decided, we're going to go all defensive tackles on the line. And we're going to have like a bunch of whatever on the back line. Yeah. We just don't have that. We don't have the replacements at all.
But you guys won it with those guys though, right? That was 2012?
Yep. And Deion Grant, man.
Was it 2012?
2011, 2012. Yep.
Yeah, that's
been a long time, bro. 10-year anniversary.
Our defense that year, I mean, we had Patrick Willis, Navarro Bowman, Alden Smith.
The other Smith Justin Smith.
Yeah, Justin Smith, the Cowboy.
Carlos Hyde.
Deshaun Goldson was badass.
Deshaun Goldson, Carlos Hyde. You had a bunch
Dante
of
Hittner.
Dudes. Yeah, yep. A bunch of Kyle Williams.
So, I mean, it's a shame that we couldn't do it. Man, and then they all left. They just all left.
Everyone retired. You know what it is? I think Jim Harbaugh just drove those guys to the ground. He got what he could out of them, and they just had nothing left in the tank.
I don't think it was him. I think it was Trent Baalke.
That too.
Because that's why, I mean, we all wanted him to be gone, but then they got rid of Jim Harbaugh instead.
And you never recovered.
Baalke, and then they got rid of him the next damn year. So if they're gonna get rid of him a year later, they should have just kept Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll never understand. It's like almost like you guys had a retarded moment, like the organization had a full-blown seizure. Like it was just like, we don't want you anymore. And then Patrick Willis was like, guess what, guys, I'm out too. And then like everybody just started like following suit, like just leaving and just like retiring. Or, you know what I mean?
It was once Jim Harbaugh left, and he was only there for 3 years.
Yeah.
And then once he left, everyone started leaving because nobody liked Trent Baalke. I'm telling you, that's what it was.
That's what it was. John Lynch is doing a good job for you guys, though. Yeah, I like the job Lynch is doing. And Shanahan, the problem with Shanahan, he cannot hold the lead when he has a good lead.
He reminds me, he does shit like Dave Roberts.
Yeah.
The same shit. Like in the Super Bowl 2 years ago, when we were up, we should have started running it. He all of a sudden he wants to start throwing the damn ball when he hasn't been throwing it the whole game. Now he wants to throw it with the lead with 6 minutes left.
Look what he did with Atlanta. Come on, man. That's the most epic collapse ever. Like, bro,
he did that twice, man.
He running the ball. That's some giant move, though, too. The only, I don't know. The Giants just on a whole nother dimension.
But even freaking who was it? Joe Buck on the Super Bowl. He was like, no, you I assume the 49ers gonna start pounding it, start running and pounding the ball. And then he just started throwing it, having Garoppolo throw it. I'm like, he hadn't been throwing the damn ball the whole game. Now I don't understand it.
No, he went the opposite direction. I don't know what the hell.
You would have had that one.
But at least you didn't collapse like that Atlanta Falcons team, bro. They never.
But then now, I know Patrick Mahomes is good, but now that's all you ever hear about is he's all in the commercials. He's everywhere.
Yeah, Mahomes is good.
Yo,
he's annoying, man. He's everywhere now.
The Falcons?
They never recovered from that.
No, they never quite did. No, they never did. Come on, man.
I remember it's mad funny, man, because my niece had her graduation party last year, right?
Yeah.
So my sister-in-law has these friends of hers, right? So the last time I seen them was that night, that Super Bowl. Yeah, and I just seen them last summer for the first time since that night. So like the first thing I said to them, because they left at halftime, they're like, "Oh, this game is over." Because they were up. Atlanta was up. They did the pick six. Like the game was over. And like when they were leaving, I told them, like, "You sure you want to leave?" He's like, "Yo, this game, there's no way the Patriots come back." I'm like, "All right, cool, whatever, man." And like the first thing I said to him when I seen him last summer, I was like, "See, the last time I seen you, the Atlanta Falcons were winning the Super Bowl. What happened? You should have went home." He was like, "Yo, man, you're right. I should have never went home.
I never left, bro."
Should have never went home. You know what
Anytime
I mean?
the other team has Tom Brady, though, you can never.
Well, you see, like when you see certain players, right? You see it in their eyes, like when they mess up or something like that, and you see like something, you see something switch.
Yeah.
And you just like, yeah, this guy's not human no more. Like when he do that pick six, and when they pan the camera to his face, and you see his face, that's when I was like, nah, this game's over. He's coming back. He's gonna bust their ass. Sure enough, we figured it out. I don't know how he did it.
Yeah, they started playing soft.
I mean, like, going back, Joe Montana is the greatest quarterback of all time. But last game, that night I was like, oh, Tom Brady took it. There's nothing like this is. You could never recreate something like this ever again.
No, we're witnessing history. Tom Brady is definitely the greatest quarterback of all time, and Montana's number 2 now. He passed him.
I admit that now too. Maybe like 2 Super Bowls ago, when he was at 5, I was like, no, I think Montana's still better. And even Tom Brady still says that Montana's better.
Yeah,
Brady still says he's not the GOAT. He says Montana is, but I don't. He's just because that's his favorite player, and he was a 49er fan growing up, so he's gonna say that.
Because he's a California boy. And
but here's
the thing: like,
he has to know he's the GOAT.
It's like, bro, you left the Patriots and went to the Buccaneers. That was not favored at all to win the Super Bowl, and you won the Super Bowl. You brought your people with you, bro. Gronk. You got Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got your players that you wanted, and you won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And the thing is, too, remember I told you guys heard how Tom Brady's number 1 destination though was the 49ers, but we said no.
Yeah, because
I would have took that Super Bowl if he would have got us the Super Bowl. I would have been happy. But I mean, he would have had Jimmy Garoppolo sit behind him one more time, and then he would have won it. And then
because I don't
take it through shit.
I don't feel like the 49ers organization isn't the same organization from like the 90s.
No, not at all.
They don't know how to.
No, because Jed York, you know what it is? Jed York, he's trying so hard to be like Eddie DeBartolo, his dad, but he can't fill those shoes, and he's trying so hard, and he don't know what the hell he's doing.
I mean, and Tom Brady didn't want to
fill
the
set
shoes
up a
left
good
by
staff. He
Cap.
got Shanahan and Lynch, so that's a start. But he's not no Eddie DeBartolo.
And Brady didn't want to fill the big shoes left over from Kaepernick, so he had a lot
Come on, man. What are you doing?
What am I doing? What?
We're not going here today.
The great Cap.
I'm not talking about Kaepernick.
Why?
I'm not talking about Kaepernick. I'm not talking
what
about
did
Kaepernick.
I do
Look at
now?
Ryan. I don't want to talk about that bummer.
You're not doing this today.
Well, I'm just saying there was a big shoes
Yeah,
to
I mean,
fill
because
there.
I'll be honest, like, yeah, I like talking about Kaepernick, what he does and stuff, but I mean, the NFL stuff is already over. It's never gonna happen again, so it's pointless. I mean, it's fun. It's fun to joke around and get my wishful thoughts up, but it ain't.
I'm
He's never
sure he
coming
can
back.
still. I'm sure he can still sling it and things. So I'm sure he can still move good too. I'm sure
he's only what 33.
Yeah, I'm sure he still could sling it.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, but I mean, hey, it is what it is.
He shot himself on the foot.
Yeah, he did the plaques.
Yeah. I mean, I supported what he was doing, but I don't know. Obviously, nobody else did. They didn't like it, the NFL.
Listen, man, like, bro, and I'm about to hurt feelings. I'm not about to hurt Jared's feelings. I'm just gonna hurt viewer feelings. Like, bro, come on. All you had to do, you know how to do this. You know how to play the game. You know how to be a professional. Just be quiet.
Yep.
I'm not saying like
shut up and play. Shut up and play.
Don't be active or don't be active. Not like that. But it's like, look at Kyrie. Look how much Kyrie gets done. And yeah, he might be crazy for 2 seconds. I'm gonna take a week off. But like, you don't hear it. You don't see him go crazy. He just let me grow my afro out, and when I'm done with this game, I'm gonna go take care of some black kids.
Yeah, no, I agree. Kyrie definitely does it the right way. He does.
Mm-hmm.
He does.
I mean, I shouldn't say which one is right or not. I mean, it is what it is. He did what he did, and it had a big impact. But
he got the bag.
Because here's the thing, right? Like they want to say him and say Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? He's like Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is still out here whooping ass. He's still out here whooping ass. He came back and was whooping ass.
Yeah, like, he did.
Colin Kaepernick had no motivation. Like, he's like, oh, I can still throw the ball and did a little workout or whatever. But like, he had no ambition of being like the greatest. It's like Muhammad Ali was able to stand up to the government and like, I'm not fighting your war, but still keep in tip-top shape and still strive to be one of the greatest boxers of all time. So it's like,
probably is the greatest.
You gotta keep like.
No, yeah.
Level up.
Because if Kaepernick,
you know what I mean?
If Kaepernick did really want to play, I'm sure he could have stopped kneeling. He could have did it a different way, like you said.
It's not even a kneeling thing. It's like sitting here like, okay, I'm kneeling, and now I got everybody talking, so now I don't have to kneel anymore. Because now that's the hardest thing to do is to have people start having the conversation of black and white or black and cops relations, right? So nobody wants to talk about this stuff. That's what he did. He started that, and everybody had an opinion, whether good or bad.
Yep.
Whether black or white, everybody had an opinion. You did your job. Now get back on the field and let's win some games.
Let's win some games because they still had talent.
Let's do this, that, and third. That's what I'm saying. If he would have done that, he'd still be playing right now.
And the Niners definitely still had talent on those teams where if he just played, they would have been a playoff team. So,
and the Ravens would have took him. They would have took him.
Yeah, no. What happened? Something with his girlfriend or his wife or something like that.
And called Ray Lewis Uncle Tom, and that's what I was saying.
Like, yo, bro, what are you doing?
Like when I went down to Baltimore, around my dad's birthday, when my cousin was showing me all over Baltimore, and he was like, "Yo, Ray Lewis, he does all types of stuff for kids around Baltimore. He's doing, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's Mr. Baltimore."
Active. Yeah, like he's active in kids' lives in Baltimore, in schools. He's in the schools. He's helping with student athletes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he does a lot of things. So for his girl to come out her face and be like, "Well, you're Uncle Tom."
Like, what is that all
like, about? Bro, like, why? Because I'm trying to give your man a job.
Right.
I'm telling him, yo, you got to be professional to get your job. Like, all this shit you're doing, you can't do it no more. You did it. People are talking. People are starting to get involved. So let it do what it's supposed to do. See, this is where I feel like Colin Kaepernick wants to be a martyr sometimes, and it becomes egocentric as opposed to being like, for everybody that he's trying to help out. You know what I'm saying? He pushed it a little too far, and so like now you don't. You know what I'm saying? You got your money from the NFL. You got your $60 million.
Yeah, he made the money. Yeah.
So you're not starving. You're gonna be all right. But
Nike.
But at the same time, like you ruined your career. And you can sit there and tell me like I don't care, but you care.
He could have went to the Hall of Fame, man, because he was on pace with the numbers he had. He could have been a Hall of Famer.
He definitely, his rushing shit was crazy.
Yeah, his rushing yards are crazy. Nah, he was good.
But is he still with that girl, or is she an ex now?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know.
That'd be messed up, huh, if it's his
ex.
That's
a good question. But I think I seen the photos on my Facebook page that girl I know, she was there at the center with him. I'm pretty sure. So I remember they were hugging up.
They're probably still together. They probably still together. It's just that's just my only problem with Colin Kaepernick. It's like you know what I'm saying? Because you have to be careful when you're somebody of that stage. You have to be careful of what you say and what you do.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, you become a man of the people. But like, it's hard to be. It's like Kanye, right? Like Kanye tries to be a man of the people, but he's so separated because the money he has,
right,
the lifestyle that he lives. It's like you can't speak for us because we don't live your life.
No. Not even close.
So it's like, so it's hard for like, you know what I'm saying? You have to be careful because people are always going to question. It's like, when you got your NFL money, then you got the Nike money. So what are you doing?
Then I see him like
some Dominican kids in the Lower East Side. That's what you're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it seems to me like he's just stuck in the Lower East Side for some reason. Seems like he's just always there.
And that's fine. I got no problem with that. Like, I talk shit, but like, I really don't have a problem with that. Like, as long as you're doing something, but it's like, bro, like, you're the face. You're the face of this thing. You're literally the face of this thing.
Yep.
And you took a back seat. Like, Malcolm didn't take a back seat.
No, Malcolm
didn't take a back seat.
Malcolm took the front seat and got killed over it.
But I'm saying though, like, we don't live it. Here's the thing, like, people can sit there like, well, you know, like the death threats, like, you're gonna get death threats regardless, man. Either you're gonna do it or you're not gonna do it. Jesus, they took out Jesus too.
Yep, they did. Yes, they took Jesus out too.
This is like a routine thing on the show.
Yep.
Shit, they hated Jesus too. So
Julius Caesar got taken out. Everybody that got that got taken out.
So either you're gonna provide the change and do what you're supposed to do. You can't spark the change and then hide.
No, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? You took your money and then you're hiding. You know what I'm saying? You're elusive. You're not doing grassroots things. You're not out front talking to the people. Like, he can come to Flatbush. He can come. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can go to like whatever is like in San Francisco, whatever the hood is out there, or Compton or whatever.
Yeah.
Speak directly to Black people.
Yeah, I wonder if he goes to like Compton and Watts and all that, those places out in California when he played. You know, I wonder if he's active in those communities too.
I don't know.
You know, I don't really.
You know what I'm saying? It's just bad optics sometimes. The shit that he did. You know what I'm saying? The shit that he did. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's other players. Like I said, my man, he played in the NFL and like he was in the NFL during that time, and he was like, yo, like, it's like it's conflicting because you're a Black person, you're a Black man, but you playing the game. But you know what you playing the game for. You know what you're signing up for too. It's not a players league. This is the NBA.
No, this is the owners league.
And this is where you have to go in and start dictating things through legislations, through bylaws, through union bylaws, through players associations. You have to start. You know what I'm saying? Like there was nobody in the NBA that was just like, well, I'm gonna kneel and it called. You know what I'm saying? Chris Jackson. You know, whatever the kid, Sharif, whatever, he did it.
Sharif Abdul-Rahim.
Yeah. But like nobody cared.
No one cared back then. No.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal.
Nah.
But like it didn't spark enough change. What made the changes for the NBA to make it a player league is like you had players that were smart enough to like, okay, we're gonna take short-term deals and like, you know what I'm saying? So it manipulates how the fact that players are getting money. And so when the money switch, the power switch came with the money, that's when players were like, well, now I don't got to do what you tell me to do because I figured out the loophole.
And I give LeBron credit.
You have to pay me the money that I want, and I'm going to do whatever I want.
LeBron,
you can say.
LeBron got that going.
Exactly.
LeBron got that going.
Wade, all of them got it. You know what I'm saying? They figured it out. They figured out the Rubik's Cube. Once you get the money play,
yep.
Then you can start dictating to white people like, I'm not playing your game anymore. You don't tell me what to do anymore.
Yeah,
you're not anything without me.
It's true. It's on 100% true.
That's why, like, when people get mad at Kyrie, and I'm like, yo, don't be upset with Kyrie. Kyrie is doing what he wants to do. That's the problem. And that's why people get angry, because it's like, well, you're supposed to do what I tell you to do. You're supposed to play basketball games. I don't got to do what you tell me to do. I can quit right now. I'm good. I'm Gucci.
He got a contract.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be out of here. So what you going to do then? You see what I'm saying? It's all about, like, getting these players to have certain freedoms where they can start doing and saying things. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's not the NFL. It's like, it's not Colin Kaepernick that stood up to the idea of Donald Trump. It was Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, and, like, you know what I'm saying? And Steve Kerr standing behind them as the white man.
Yeah.
We ain't coming to your White House. We don't gotta come to your White House. For what?
Right.
You don't care about us.
You're not giving me McDonald's.
And that's when Trump went on the onslaught. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I could go through the drive-through. I'm good.
Like, bro, you like KD. Like, can you imagine KD what? Like, I don't eat Big Macs.
Yeah, can you imagine that, yo? That KD and Steph Curry getting McDonald's at the White House. What? I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
What a joke.
And that's, you know, there's a proper way of, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jay-Z signed a deal with, and I know you don't like Jay-Z, but still, like he was saying, it's like, yeah, we can do the marching thing and, like, do the pro-black and grow our afros out and, like, kings and queens and all that dumb shit. But at the end of the day, the only thing that's gonna make the needle budge is money. So we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna structurize and build infrastructure for our players. It's like, we don't talk about, like, what we were talking about earlier, like, why do NFL players get with porn stars and stuff? Because you know why? Football players are the most predominant players to go broke out of any athlete in all sports.
Yep.
Because you know why? Nobody knows who a player is. If you walk by an NFL player, unless you really knew
the helmet,
like that, the face mask, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You could walk by somebody and be like, y'all played in the NFL.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
true.
So it's like a lot of these players are overcompensating. So it's like the NFL has to restructure how they educate their players. And this is why Jay-Z started Roc Nation, because he was educating players how to manage their money to become long-term and become a brand and a business on top of being an athlete. This is what these leagues weren't teaching any of these. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, it doesn't matter what type of color you are. These leagues, these businesses aren't teaching players how to be successful.
Sure.
They just want them to be successful for the white owner that's sitting in the skybox. I want the trophy. I want the parade. I want to get that money from the funding for new stadiums and keep, you know, the Nike deals for jerseys and, like, all this merchandise and all this other stuff. You don't really matter. Look at the college kids. These college kids, like, now they're starting to get paid.
Yeah, they are.
Getting paid
A long time ago.
I think I saw, like, when I think it was I think Alabama, they were saying they were gauging, like, if Alabama football played at the time when Boise State was kind of good.
Yeah, with the blue turf.
Yeah. And so they did the numbers. If Alabama had played Boise State at the time, both schools would have made $60 million off rip, just from the game being on.
Just off the game.
What are the players getting? They get dorm rooms and they get snacks and food, a food card.
Now,
that's it.
I'm happy.
You wonder why Reggie Bush is like, yeah, I took the money.
Yeah.
The Heisman Trophy don't matter to me because I was hungry.
Right. Speaking about college football, now that you brought it up,
what's up?
I found something at work the other night, and it goes back to 1998. And I kept it just, I guess, I don't know why I kept it. I just have it here. Look, check this out. Digital art collection, right?
Oh, wow.
Now check this out.
Oh, it's someone's binder.
Right. Look, it has all these notes that go to different colleges that was sent.
What the hell?
This was sent to Clemson. This one was sent to Clemson University. This one was sent to Colorado Buffaloes, Colorado University. But then check this out. It's all these floppy disks from all these different schools: Georgetown, Wisconsin, Ohio State.
Yo, bro. Yo, I don't even know you right now because I don't want to know what's on the floppy disk.
Yo, look.
The government might come after you.
I'm telling you.
That's crazy.
Look, dude. Florida Gators.
That might be worth some money.
Yo, that's why I kept it. UK.
Yo, bro, listen.
UCLA, Auburn. Yo, this is crazy.
If the right people get a hold of this, we're going viral off of your floppy disk right now.
Look at that. I know I'm blurry.
I'm having. See it, Jared. You see it, right, Jared?
My camera's bugging right now.
If the wrong person sees those things and that's something we're supposed to have,
look at that. And look, it says just a click away at the bottom. Look at that shit. It says just a click away.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, right?
It doesn't have anybody's like name on it, like an actual like a name, just a bunch of signatures or what?
It says, yeah, Patricia Roberts, director. This is from Jeff Levy, Creative Services, Clemson.
Was it just in a room?
It was just sitting there. Yeah, it was in the garbage, and it was just sitting right on top of the garbage to go out for the trash. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna take this.
Yo, I really.
Are you sure it was trash? You didn't steal that shit?
No, as far as I know, it was trash. I mean, as far as I know,
it does have floppy disks, so nobody's using those shits no more.
Right.
To be honest with you, I really want to know what's on the floppy disk, but I don't want to know what's on the floppy disk.
You don't want, yeah. And look, there's a bunch of other papers. Look at this. This from Penn State, my favorite school. Oh, look, Beavers. Wow, look at that.
What is it?
All these like different, I don't know what it is.
Like ribbons?
Ribbons. Like this is from Beaver Stadium, from Penn State University, my favorite school. It's like all this like weird, crazy stuff. Look, what is this? I don't know what school that. Georgia Bulldogs. Yeah, this is Georgia. This is crazy. I just have all this.
It's probably a bunch of like, is like a scouting? Someone scouting?
What it is?
Scouting binder?
It's just like a bunch of stuff. Bunch of notes.
Floppy disks.
Look, this letter says 1998.
It's probably gameplay or something.
1998 in pen.
Nah, there's no media on those floppy disks. It's all.
It looks just a bunch of stuff. Alabama Crimson Tide. Yo, this is the weirdest thing, bro. I'm telling you. This is just insane. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna keep this.
Maybe we'll have to go back and once we upload this and edit out the names you said. I don't know if you should have said the names.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, but I have a bunch of sensitive material here from all these universities.
You find some good shit at work, man. Damn.
I do, right? Because I got the book here. The book is still here for you. The Andre Iguodala one.
Mm-hmm.
Ron said he wanted to read it, but he didn't have the time.
No, it's all good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, once you send it out, I'm gonna send you guys stuff too. Remember?
Yeah.
Yo, I got so many books I need to read that I don't read. So.
Andre Iguodala, bro.
I got
a bunch of books too. Look at my two favorite books right here. Watch.
Show the books. Show the books.
Let's check out these ones.
What you got? Oh, Lord. You know what?
Yeah,
I'm never gonna make a comment, man. Listen, I'm never gonna say a word because then I get the wrath of the situation.
Well, you're already talking crap
with James. James, how you gonna come at me?
I gotta watch this guy right here. I gotta read this guy right here.
What's that?
Oh.
The Room Where It Happened.
Yeah, it's John Bolton.
John Bolton, The Room Where It Happened.
He was the dude that was Donald Trump's chief of staff.
Oh, I want to read that. I did want to read that. That was interesting. I got some snippets from that.
I'll let you borrow it.
Yeah. Let me borrow it. Yeah. Because I got some snippets from that.
I got that, and then like I got the book with his niece wrote.
Yeah, Uncle Donald or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, that was. Yeah, I got snippets from that too. That was interesting. But that you don't.
I need to start reading more. I don't read that much. I need to start reading.
I don't either. I watch way too much. I consume way too much television to read.
Mm-hmm.
How about Iggy?
Yeah.
He'll read it.
I keep trying to push the Iguodala book on him. And what about Iggy?
No, yeah, I'll read that one.
Yeah, and I'm sending that to Jared. He can keep that one. Yeah, that's so. I'm always finding some stuff, but that was the most interesting. Like just strange.
Yeah, that's like that. Almost looks like it might be like a little a gold mine thing. I don't know. It might be worth a lot of money.
Right? I just came across it. It's the strangest thing. I don't know what it is or what. It's just a bunch of random school stuff. It's really
you gotta find a floppy. Like, I think I still have one.
A floppy disk reader.
Yeah. Was it like by like an empty office that's been vacant for forever?
Yeah, no, they were moving out. I think it was I don't know what, I forget what office. I think their office went bankrupt. And they was just a bunch of stuff thrown in these box trucks, and that was sitting right on the top.
Yeah, they probably went bankrupt because they're trying to scout players with a bunch of old floppy disks. They don't know what they're doing. It's 2021.
Yeah, they're still scouting.
What if there's player payments on those floppy disks?
I don't know. It's just a weird artifact that I don't know what to do with it. So I'm just gonna hold it. I'm just gonna keep it.
That's crazy.
It's insane. It truly is. It's like one of those rare.
That's why I probably would have kept it too. I'll be honest. I probably took that shit home too.
Right?
I wouldn't.
No.
I don't want. No. Listen, bro. You don't listen when it comes to like drives and like floppy disks and things like that. I don't want no problems with that.
It's college
Hillary
football.
Clinton might make me disappear or something.
I mean, if they want the Alabama playbook or something from '98.
You don't know if those are playbooks though.
No, I don't. I don't know what that is.
Like I said, there's no like those floppy disks. There's no media to them. Like those floppy disks, the only like you know what I'm saying. Like because I used to use them for MPC, like a beat machine.
Yeah.
Like those floppy disks can take like so much like audio. So when it comes to like other media, like pictures and like all like video, this they don't consume that. It's all like documents and data. So there's no telling what's on those things. That's what I'm saying. Like you just took a book that got all types of shit on it. Next you know, like you enemy of the state. You Will Smith and shit running through the streets. Like, but you know what I'm saying? Born ultimatum out here and shit. And
I just came across it.
We got the fence at our door. Like, I don't know. We were just on the Zoom call. He just had the book. I don't know.
Like, I'll just show you the video. It's the video. That's all I got.
Yeah, I stumbled across it. Leave it up to me to have some crazy shit.
But that's the thing. That's why, like, there's certain things like, there's certain things I'll take, but there's certain things that I'm just like, nah, I'm not.
But if it was so sensitive.
I watched No Country for Old Men. I'm good.
I love that movie.
I love that movie too, but I know not to make that mistake either. Like, that's not my money. I know nothing about this.
Yeah, leave it alone. Right. Leave it alone. But you don't think like if it was so sensitive that it would just be laying on top of a garbage pile?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
But what I'm saying is it might have been just like something that slipped through the cracks. It's from '98, right?
Yeah, '98. Yeah.
Listen, the standard procedure for keeping documentation for things like paperwork and things like that is 2 years. Why does it still exist after almost over 20 years?
Over 20 years, right?
Why is it still in the office? You know what I'm saying?
That is true. It's just sitting in the office, yeah.
And maybe it was
it looked pretty damn clean. It doesn't look dusty or nothing.
No, not at all. It's a great shape.
And what if some stupid ass chick is the one that like threw it out? Maybe she like lost her job now because like they're like, well, where's the book? And they came back to look for the book, and you ain't at work, so it's like the book's just gone. I don't know what happened to the book. So you
I have it. It's here. It's here.
Bro, I hate to sound paranoid. I'm not trying to sound paranoid at all. I'm not trying to build this scenario that, you know what I mean? Like, the NCAA is going to come after you or something because you have like the long lost files that like people were taking money to shave points. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
that's crazy.
It's beautiful. Look at the shape it's in. But
yeah.
1998. Wait, what does it say here? It says college art disc.
Digital art. Maybe it's just someone who just like do art.
What was the company?
I don't know. It was I don't even quite know because look, it says college art disc, and it says digital art.
It's probably a bunch of logos and shit on there.
Yeah, and it says just a click away.
I hope so.
You know, like clip art, clip art, so they can like send it for like paperwork and stuff or something.
Yeah. But for 1998, it's in great shape.
Yeah, because that's before 9/11. That's way back then.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I said, man, that's before 9/11. And, you know, but it's handwritten in pen and stuff. I mean, but it looks like he wrote it or she wrote it yesterday.
Let me ask you this though: Did you walk by it a couple times throughout your shift, and finally you're just like, all right, fuck
no, I wasn't even the one. I wasn't even the one to discover it because I was about to throw it out. And my friend Matthew, he was like, yeah, he's a subscriber to the show. He said, yo, you like sports, right? You do the show. I said, yeah. He said, you didn't see this, and he pulled it out the thing. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna take that. And I just because I said I love college football and stuff. I said, I'll keep it. And I just had it. So I didn't even initially discover it. I was just gonna throw it out. And he,
what's gonna happen now? It's gonna be one of those things that there's nothing on those discs or anything, and it's gonna get in your way all the damn time for the next few years.
And I'm gonna end up.
And then one day you're just gonna be like, I'm gonna throw
this. If you throw it out, give me the floppy disk. I'll take it.
All right, yeah, keep it. Yeah,
everything. I thought you were scared of them.
Yeah.
I'll erase them.
Oh, just reuse them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
When they come for me, I'll just be like, I didn't know what was on. I just erased them.
It's we seen him on the podcast. You was talking some crazy shit about him. So Lisa's like, I don't want them shits in my house.
She don't ever want me to, because they put books out in my lobby. So sometimes I'll take a book.
Yeah.
Yo, stop taking things.
Because you know what though, they say you never know what's attached to that. Like I used to believe, like, because the guy at my job, I told you he passed. Well, rest in peace to my brother Sam too. He just died of COVID. Yeah. 30 something years old. He just died of COVID.
Oh, another one.
The other day,
the other guy wasn't COVID, huh?
Yeah, the other guy was COVID too, but he was already in his 70s. Polish guy, yeah. Sam, some African American guy. He passed away. That was my boy. Yeah.
Was that the singer?
He's the rapper. Yeah, I hooked you up with him, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Hold on.
He passed of COVID.
Damn.
Yeah. I tried to have him and Ron do some stuff together. Yeah, you
right. How old was he?
Like 30.
That's something? Crazy. Because I legit just went through my contacts today.
I'll cover his number. Look at that. Yeah.
Like I legit.
Look. Yup.
I legit like when was going through my contacts today, and I was looking at the name. I was like, who the fuck is? Who's Sam? I was like,
is that Uncle Sam or like
he died?
He died. He died like 4 days ago. Yeah, rest in peace to Sam, man.
He didn't have the vaccine?
Nope. And he was conspiracy theory, so he didn't want to go to the hospital either. They were telling him go to the hospital. He refused.
We got to talk about this. I'm sorry to take it like this route, but I feel like it's our duty to have a conversation about.
We did last week.
Vaccine.
We did last week when you weren't on.
You weren't on. We did. We spoke about the vaccine. We did. We were.
What do you think?
Yeah.
We were encouraging people to get it.
Yeah. I was saying I don't understand why at Dodger Stadium they're having they have vaccine booths when you're at the game at home games. They give you the vaccination there.
Yeah.
And half the people there are like drunk and shit. So I'm like, they've went this long without wanting the vaccination. Now they're at a Dodger game drunk. Now they want to get it so they can get 2 free tickets for a future game.
Right. Jared was
They're not doing it for the right reasons. If they're gonna do it so you can see your family and friends. Don't do it for a damn Dodger game.
Yeah, Jared gets mad about the incentives.
But but I feel like we're at a point now that like the people that are gonna get the vaccine, they went and got the vaccine. So now the initiative is to get the people that are on the fence or don't want to get it, but we give them incentives. Yeah, we give them incentives.
And that's what I did say. I said it kind of sucks that it is like that, but at least they're getting it still. They're still getting it, I guess.
Is this
that's how I got to go to the well, not necessarily. Yeah, it was because the way it was broken up. When Phil was talking shit, but like when I went to the Nets game, when you were saying, "Oh, the Garden is packed."
Oh, you're sitting there in the 2-degree weather,
but the way the Barclays Center had set everything up was they were incentivizing. Like if you were vaccinated, you could come to the game for cheap.
Right, because the fan base was low.
Yeah,
we're trying to.
Yeah, exactly. So if you don't have the vaccine, you know what I'm saying? Like you're paying regular price. So we're giving you incentives to and they had testing on the site. You know what I'm saying? They still have testing there.
Yeah.
They're testing at Citi Field.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all incentive based where it's you know what I'm saying? Like you have to do it now because
you can't even go to a restaurant anymore.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
You can't even go to a restaurant anymore in New York. You go anywhere, you need to show proof of vaccination.
The problem is that people are getting like miseducated through like the internet and like being told that certain things are wrong. And it's like, listen, the polio people got the polio vaccine. People got like, you know what I'm saying? We all got the vaccine shots when we were kids.
Yep.
We were children.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about last week. Yeah.
See, because look, I even have the list that I printed out. Growing up in school, you always had to get the shots. You had to get the polio.
Yep.
If you didn't have the shots, you couldn't go to school.
Couldn't go to school.
You had to get the hepatitis shots.
Hepatitis, right?
There's a bunch of stuff. There's a gang of stuff, but yet they didn't care when they were younger kids. They just got it, and the parents let them get them because you had to go to school.
But there was no social media.
There's a global pandemic. Now it's a conspiracy theory. Now it's political shit.
Because we didn't have social media back then. That's another problem too.
Well, the thing is like people are just. It's just weird conundrum, right? Where it's like people have this like ideology, like they could be complete like atheists, but like they'll still have this like directive where it's like it's biblical. And it's like, well, you know, it's the mark of the beast, and it's like, well, you don't go to church anyway.
You don't even believe, right?
Matter? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean? You don't even believe in God. So what do you mean the mark of the beast?
What mark of the beast? It's true.
You know
yeah. Some of my
you know what I'm saying?
Some of my old coworkers, they were one of them was atheist, and they were atheists. They didn't believe in God and stuff, and she had like little pebble rocks with the necklace thing she would have on her neck, and she would like on full moons, she would go to the woods and get like spiritual shit going. But yeah, she didn't believe in God or anything though.
Right.
I don't know. I guess they
believe in up.
They look up to the moon and shit. I mean, I don't want to make fun. I don't want to say.
But a werewolf or something. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know.
That's what they said. They go to the forest and have one with the moon.
Oh, that's beautiful, I guess. But I mean, who do you think put the moon there?
I mean, it's just the concept of like we just have to start looking out for each other. This is the problem with America. It's like we're so like we're all like ego based, like you know,
America,
like,
man.
And the thing is, it's different because like I can't speak for California, but I can speak for like New York.
Yep.
Like we unified in the front of staying in our cribs and not dealing with each other.
Sure.
You didn't. The only people that were out here wilding out were the Jews.
Yeah,
you couldn't tell them shit.
No.
But like other than that, all the rest of us, like, we were in the crib.
It's true.
I could go outside. You could hear a pin drop outside.
Yep. And New York was united too against that. They were like, you know, how come they get the special treatment? Well, we staying our ass in the house, and they're just doing whatever they want to do.
But I could tell. Like when I went on vacation last summer, like I could tell, like being outside of New York, like I could tell, like how people were just like it was making them angry, and it was just like why are you mad?
In Florida,
like, I was in an apartment for you guys have a backyard, like you guys go outside, like you can kick a ball at around the backyard, you can shoot hoops in your rim in your driveway, like you know what I'm saying, like you still had things that you were capable of doing to go outside and do. So it's like we didn't have that luxury. We would stay in our boxes, our shoe boxes, and just like you know what I'm saying. So it's like I just feel like it's sad, man, because this is like people. It's like why do people just not care? It's like. Like I've had the vaccine since the very beginning. My wife is a health worker, so right off the bat, pretty much. I think it was after the nursing home, she was like phase 2 or phase 1B. You know what I'm saying? Like literally like the nursing home and the elderly, and then my wife had got it because she's a health worker. So I got it on the strength of her. So I've had it since the beginning. I'm fine. I mean, I've had a couple issues here and there, but nothing that's relative to Corona.
No
virus or the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, I mean, I just don't understand.
We gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. I'm so tired. I'm tired of
the thing that sucks about it is like it became political when it shouldn't have become political.
Right.
And that's what happened.
Like how being healthy has become a political argument. That's how stupid we are as people.
Yeah,
and it's dumb too. I mean, because now they're getting approved by the FDA. So what gives? What
the booster actually didn't get approved though, right? They didn't approve the booster.
No, they
don't recommend it. Like it's not recommended.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
I guess for like certain ages, like 65 or older, and if you have like underlying issues, you can get the booster.
Okay.
Because they don't know how long these shots are gonna last for.
They don't.
They don't know how long they're gonna take to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. It's like it's not to say like they don't know. It's just like this thing is so new and fresh for everybody. Like even scientists were baffled where they had to kind of figure things out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they were smart enough to understand. Where it's like when people are like, "Well, the vaccine came too fast." The virus is like literally it's like a minor tweak of SARS back in 2002.
Very closely related.
All they had to do is tweak a couple of different things with their vaccine to make this vaccine work. And once they figured it out in over a weekend, it took them 2 days to figure it out.
Yeah, because they had been working on it pretty much, not necessarily for COVID-19,
since the
but
beginning.
they had been working on it for the past 15 or 20 years, just in case something like this happened.
So we caught a break there that it was so closely related because they had the vaccine blueprint for it pretty much, and they just had to do something.
It was something else. It was some other shit. You know what I'm saying? When you just start like,
yo, we would have screwed.
You start making.
Well, I mean, Trump said just drink bleach, you'll be fine. But
that's why Ron got suspended yesterday from Facebook.
Yeah, just yo, poor Ron, man. He always banned on Facebook for something. You know,
he was sticking up for me and got banned. Well, he wasn't sticking up for me. He was just sticking up for the cause.
Yeah, the cause. Yeah, the cause is but you know, it's just weird. I don't know. It's just social media got people crazy or something. You know, the conspiracy theories are through the roof, and we lost Sam because of that. He was into conspiracy theories and stuff, and we lost him. You know, and even though Guy Walter, the one who passed, he thought there was microchips in the vaccine and stuff, and that cost them, both of them.
And I've seen a lot of those types of people where they're on the deathbed after they got COVID really bad, and they're asking the doctor if they can get the vaccine now. And he's like, "No, too late now, man. You should have got it earlier."
Because I know that one doctor was in heat. He was facing some heat because he said that if a vaccinated person and an unvaccinated person need a bed, he's going with the vaccinated person because the unvaccinated person didn't want to help themselves. And I remember the hospital said, "Oh, well, you know, he don't speak for us, you know." But he's right though. At the end of the day, he's right. If you're not helping yourself, didn't even Jesus or God say, "I'll help you," but you got to also help yourself. Like it's just it's common knowledge.
It's like Tracy Morgan said, God will give you the business. It's your job to manage it.
Right. It's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll give you what you want. He'll give you what you need, but like, it's your job to manage it and have it grow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just throw, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just go out to a field and say, grow vegetables. You got to do the work.
You got to grow the crops and stuff, right? You got to do the work. You got to do the farm work. So
it's just, I don't know, man. It's just upsetting. Like people, my mom is anti the vaccine. She has her reasons though, which are valid reasons, but you know, because she was in the army, so they inoculated them with all types of different shit. Didn't tell them nothing. You know what I'm saying? So she had to deal with stuff later on in life that had something to deal with, like those military shots or whatever.
And that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand like her apprehension, but she dealt with a lot. In the past like 10 years, she dealt with a lot health-wise that was directly connected to those vaccines that they were giving them in the 80s.
And that is a good point, because when I was in the military too, they injected me with a bunch of stuff. They never said what it was. It's like a assembly line. You just go one, boom, boom, boom. They shoot you a bunch of times, so you just keep going. Yeah, I don't know what I was injected.
And you're not allowed to ask no questions.
No. I don't know what I was injected with, to be honest with you. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that until you just brought that up. It's true. I have a bunch of vaccines.
Because that's what Chris said. My cousin-in-law that commented saying we need to talk about the Jets more. That's what he said when he was in the military. And he said that's why he didn't even care about getting this vaccine. He's like, I got a bunch of shit in me.
Yeah, he's like, I probably already got it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that's why like I respect people that like I respect people that have like a an understanding of like, all right, like I'm conflicted, like I know I probably should get the vaccine, but I'm not going to because of this is the reason why. And like, you know what I'm saying? It's a physical, like real world reason as to why they don't get it. What pisses me off is the people that have no clue. They just being anti, just be anti, where it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like people are going sterile, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, well, come on, that's not true.
Oh, it came out too fast. They're making it to segregate us, and
or people are dying off of it anyways, and like, no.
Yeah, what's the percentage? 0.1%.
And the people that are dying, it's like, I'm sure they've had like other things going on with them that it might have triggered something, a reaction that their body just couldn't handle.
Right. Underlying conditions, things like that.
Just imagine like the healthcare that we have in this country, right?
Oh, it's brutal.
Well, I mean, no, but it's brutal to the point that you know what I'm saying? Even I'm like a victim of it, because I don't go to the doctor as much as I should, because I don't have health insurance. You know what I'm saying?
Prices are just so sky high.
So I know I'm not the
Same here.
I know I'm not the only person, you know what I'm saying, that's not going to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's millions of people that are going to the doctor. So they don't know what's going on with their body. So they're just going, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like they can't make these conscious, these competent decisions in their head to like get a vaccine or not, because it's like, you don't even have health insurance.
Get that Obamacare.
I think that's a lot of the reason why people get it. You know, people get, you know, kind of scared, I guess, or they get paranoid about it, because it's like they look at the healthcare system as America looks at the healthcare system, as a business, when it shouldn't be looked at as a business. It should be looked at as, you know what I'm saying, taking care of your health. You know, and that's why I said what I said yesterday on Facebook. It's like, yo, like my neighbor, he goes to Europe to get his teeth done. You know what I'm saying? A couple of them. Nobody.
I had.
You know what I'm saying?
I had a few teeth taken care of when I was in Dominican Republic recently, and that shit cost like $25. So.
Did you really?
Yeah. When the last time I was in Dominican Republic, I got my teeth taken care of. Yeah. It was an emergency situation. I had a crack, my tooth cracked, and I went there. They took like $25. They took care of it.
So it's like, you know, was it nice?
Beautiful. It was 1, 2, 3. It was easy peasy, and it's still holding good today.
Because you know how some people are like, you know, they think you're going into a back alley, you know, the
back of it was a beautiful office,
back clinic, and like
beautiful office.
They just go in with like, you know.
Nah. It was beautiful. The office was really nice and clean. It was nice. The dentist was real professional. It was easy. I would, the next time I go again, I'm probably gonna get my teeth worked on there. And I have health insurance, and I kind of prefer the way they have it over there. I
think, and see, that's the part. It's like I was telling my man on the comments. I don't know if you have read the comments or whatever, but like my boy, and I'm like, yo, bro, like it cost me less than $150 to fly to Paris from Newark.
Yeah. Yep. I seen you write that. I was reading that.
You know what I'm saying? It costs me $150. That's some people's copay to go to Paris to get a procedure done.
Yeah, we have to rework something in this country, man. We have to something has to be done.
Well, that's the problem. The Obamacare, that's what the Obamacare was pushing everything towards.
And they hated it.
It was supposed to develop, but you have the Republicans that just like stalled everything. So it looks bad, but really it's the Republicans that are like making it look bad, because like they don't want universal health care, because you know why? They don't get no more money. They don't get the suitcase.
Right. They don't get they don't get the bag and run. Yep.
It's a travesty, man. It's a straight up travesty, man. Like how we get treated as humans.
And that's a beautiful thing. Americans, another shade of blue.
Humans, as American citizens.
We're all about the people, another shade of blue. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
We give you health advice. We tell you to get that Obamacare, get that vaccine. And you see,
I'm all for the vaccine, but when it comes like the actual health care and stuff like that, I don't know too much about it. I ain't got it, so I don't know what to say.
What was that James said? What did James say? Who went to Mexico to get a procedure done?
Who was the what?
He said one of your families went to Mexico to get something done. He said
I don't even know.
Hold on,
He probably did say that. It does sound familiar, but I don't remember who it was.
James,
I wouldn't doubt it. He said it today.
He messaged me last night talking about play chess. Oh, it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
He said it last night. Hold on. There it is. No, his boss just got back from Mexico. Him and his wife got a bunch of dental work done for cheap. He was originally supposed to have surgery, but the doctor in Mexico said it wasn't even necessary after all.
I did read that.
So I feel like they Kanye. I feel like they even Kanye would have getting procedures that don't need to be done. So it's like, so how do you know what I'm saying? Like that's the problem. It's like the government knows why people are apprehensive about getting a vaccine. It's because you do dumb shit. You've been doing dumb shit this entire time. So of course people are gonna be like, nah, I'm not with it. I'll pass. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, you had the healthcare system that's just done everything strictly for the basis of money, and not for the benefit of man.
No, nothing ever. Money talks. That's just the truth. Money talks. Yeah. There's no love, man. It's just all about money. That's
It's sad. It's a sad thing.
It's sad. See, we break it stuff down here. Another shade of blue. We're attacking the healthcare system.
I just listen sometimes because sometimes I don't know.
Well, Ron is like the connoisseur that I'm not so caught up with that either. I'm not a
connoisseur. I just understand, like, he's like me as a person. I understand politics. I understand like the game. I understand like what they're doing, and it's like it's not like this batshit crazy like QAnon thing that like you know what I'm saying people believe in like all this other stuff. But like there's sketchy stuff that goes on, and it's like, and they wonder why people look at them crazy because there's certain things that you're doing. They're very like, you know what I'm saying, they're white lies.
Yep.
For them to get money, and that's all it is. It's all a game. It's all a rotation of money being passed on in different hands until somebody gets rich.
I completely agree.
Until a business gets what it wants, it gets more money. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all. Like that's what's wrong with politics is lobbying, right? Lobbying is the precipice of why the government is such bad shape as far as making decisions. Because you have people that go to these functions and want to. You have the people that work for companies that got the suitcase full of money, and it's like, listen, we know you need money for your campaign funds, so here, take $6 million. But when you get in the office, this is what we want.
Yep, that's the major problem. That's the problem with the system, 100%.
So us as people, like us three right here, like say us three right here, we're going to vote for somebody. Because we think they're talking to us, and they're talking to us like, yeah, I'll do this for you. But at the end of the day, like we're voting for him to put him in a position, but like he's already bought and paid for.
Yeah,
so it doesn't matter what he tells us.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what has to be clarified, like when it comes to voting, like to understand, like going forward, like we got to be able to see, like, well, where are you getting money from? Like as far as lobbying. If we're gonna do lobbying, like have it be structured a little bit. Have it be like what's the word I'm looking for? Have it to be like monitored or audited. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like you see who's getting, you know what I'm saying? Oh, so you're taking this much money from this company because they want this done as far as legislation is concerned. But how does that roll into like what we need for the people that actually voted for you? You see what I'm saying? So it's like. You know what I mean? That's what needs to change in our government. Once those things become clear and they become disclosed, and like people start understanding, like people are educated, and that's the thing. Like you have to be educated on political science. You have to like educate yourself, like and not have. You have to have walk in with unbiased thinking.
Yes.
Because there's days I'm conservative. There's days that I have very conservative views, and there's days that I have very liberal views. I can't sit there and tell you like I'm Republican or Democrat. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain situations that I feel like, well, I'm not really with that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a bad thing. But I know, like, you know what I'm saying, like Donald Trump is a bad person. There's nothing he could do that I could agree with as a human being, being like, oh yeah, that was a good thing he did. Like like there's nothing
despicable human being
all around. Yeah, but it's like. I think it's, and I was able to go to a school that was able to like teach me enough to understand like
political science, and that's the way to go too.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, and you don't have to like know, like you don't have to be like in depth and master's degree in it or anything. Just educate yourself in the entire process of like what these people are doing. Because once you start figuring those things out, you're able to make informative decisions. And we're able to have conversations like this, where all three of us are getting smarter by the second, because like somebody might not have heard this, or somebody might not have heard that piece of information. So it's like we're all growing. So now you can make the informed decision on what you want to vote for. And you're able to understand and look at somebody and like, he's full of shit, or like, you know what I'm saying? He's a good candidate. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, that's all it is, man. It turned into like politics turned into a popularity contest, and like people, the government knew that, these officials knew that, and so they knew that like they're gonna pick what they like. Them people are generally gonna pick what they like the most. So we'll just do all this dirt in the dark, and they'll never know.
Yep.
But people started learning.
I couldn't even say that better myself.
Because you don't know how many people went to school for political science, and they didn't even get all the way through like just their associate's degree, and was like, yo, man, this shit it's messed up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the way the political system is ran, because as far as the government is concerned, they don't look at us as civilians or humans. They look at us as numbers, data,
Social security.
That's it. We're numbers to them. That's all it is.
Just tax.
There's no human physical, like, you know what I'm saying, connection to it at all.
Nope.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Those are things that have to change. You know what I'm saying? Once those things change, then we'll start having less conversations that are politically fueled, like, you know what I'm saying, about healthcare, right?
It's a sad situation.
Like, yeah.
It's just a sad overall situation.
It is.
The mood got very somber. The mood is very somber, man.
No, it should be somber because you know what? We're vaccinated. We're good.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. No, but we care about the people.
No, and I mean, but like at the same time, you can't save everybody either.
Can't save everybody. Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. There's certain people that force themselves to fall on the wayside, and it's like that doctor. Why am I going to help you when you're not willing to help yourself?
That's why I loved what he said. That I love that too. I went crazy with that one.
I'm having a lot of issues with that with people now, but when they're being, you know what I'm saying, like. I haven't been able to do any shows or anything like that because people on my team are vaccinated.
Yep.
So it's like I had an argument with like my business partner. At this juncture right now, I'm like a free agent. I don't have a business right now.
Oh.
Because you know what I'm saying, like.
Status.
Well, it's not just that; it was other things, but it was just like, but it culminated to the vaccination because it was just like, well, you know, this, that, and the third, and it's like, well, it doesn't matter because you're not vaccinated. It's not like you can do anything for me. You can't do anything for me, really.
Right.
At this juncture, what things I need to do as far as my career is concerned, there's literally nothing you can do for me because you can't even walk through the door.
Nope.
You can't even go in to go to the fucking bathroom. You know what I'm saying? You can't do anything.
You see that lady got beat up her third week on the job? I think
bro.
She asked for their proof of vaccination. They jumped her at a restaurant.
People from Texas, right?
They were from Texas. Yes, they were. Yup, they were. Yeah. I forgot that they were from Texas. That's right.
Because my boy that lives up there, he lives on the Upper West Side. He posted something where he was like, because there's a couple of bars and restaurants that he frequents that he's a regular at. And he's like, yo, like, I'm just letting y'all know, if you come here as tourists, we did a lot of hard work. As New Yorkers, we did a lot of hard work to get to the point that we're at.
Yes, we have.
We sacrificed a lot to get to the point that we're at. So if you're going to come to this city, come with the greatest intentions.
Yeah.
And it's not, and here's the thing, when you go to a restaurant, like Jared, like for instance, like say you're unvaccinated, you come in, it's not like they deny you. What they tell you to do is to go sit outside in the thing, the shack in front of the restaurant.
Yep.
You're outdoor dining. You're not able to go into the restaurant, but you can outdoor dine.
Yep.
It's the same thing.
It is. I actually prefer outside dining, to be honest with you.
Right? Sometimes I do.
Right, yeah.
Sometimes in those restaurants, they're crammed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be in there packed the deals with some people. So it's sometimes it's cool to just be outside, especially if it's nice outside.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
100.
But if you don't want to get back, keep your cowboy ass down there until whatever else happens, and then you can come up here, be a cowboy all you want, but your ass better be vaccinated. That's all I got.
Damn, we just lost a subscriber right when you said that.
We're pushing the boundaries here, right? Man. Yo, we're starting to gain some subscribers too. We're up to We're up to 48 now.
Yeah, I seen 48. Started earlier.
Almost a big 50. Almost a big 50, man. I'm telling you, we're gaining traction.
We got good up there though, because I think on my YouTube channel that I've posted like a couple personal videos. I got like I think like 78 subscribers, and I never even post anything.
Really? All right. I want to get the big 50.
We'll get there though. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Because they've added up just randomly, slowly but surely on that.
Yeah.
Channel. I don't even post anything.
It's happening. It's happening. And we tell the truth here too. You keep your Spurs and your cowboy hat or whatever you want to do. You keep that shit down there until this thing passes over, whatever like that, and then you can come up here and enjoy whatever you want to enjoy. But other than that, you keep your ass down there. You and your stallion and your cowboys, your Spurs, your hat, whatever the hell you got going on, you keep that over there, and then let us keep progressing up here because you don't like us up here anyway. So why you want to be here regardless? So listen,
we're liberals.
Yeah, because I remember when I went to Florida recently, the bus driver, whatever, he's like, "Oh, you could take that mask off. We don't have that over here." And me and my wife looked at each other like, "Nah, we're all right, bro. We're gonna keep masking up and everything." It's respect factor.
Going back up. Right after that, the numbers start going back up.
The numbers just rolls up. Come on, it's also a respect factor too. Like have some respect for the other people around you too. You know, it's not always about you.
Cooked.
Who?
Florida was getting cooked.
Yeah, big time. Big time. See, New York and California are always like a little ahead of the curve when it comes to stuff like that. Like we're very liberal, but we also know how to kind of balance that out and put like the stupidity to rest.
Well, here's the thing. We got blindsided. Everybody else got a chance to like get ahead of the ball game if they wanted to. They refused not to, because like people don't understand, like in New York, the patient zero went to Europe. They came from Europe. They didn't come from China. Whereas California, you have an onslaught of Asian tourists, or like they coming back and forth from China to here. You know what I'm saying, to California. So you have like a giant Asian population in California. So it's like, you know what I mean? We got hit with this first, but we didn't really know what was going on. We didn't know how to, combat it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, like when we first shut down, me and Lisa didn't have masks for like a month, 2 months. We was out here with no mask. We didn't have a mask.
Right.
We got sick. Because who's like, Matt? What do you mean, Matt? And once we finally went to the store to get masks, there was no mask.
There was no mask, no Lysol, no soap, toilet paper.
Nothing. Hand sanitizer.
Nothing. Nothing. I was like, I gotta wash my ass eventually. Like, can you get some soap? I mean, because
like, you gotta literally gotta go to the bathroom and then jump in the shower.
Yeah, like you had the shower was your bidet. Like, you had to come on, bro. And I have strong hormones. I need to wash my ass eventually. Like, I need soap on the shelf, bro, because it ain't gonna be good. Oh man, but yeah, this been a pleasure as always.
Have we talked about baseball yet? We done? We didn't talk about baseball at all. We talk about the Dodgers.
Yeah, talk about
the
Dodgers.
Dodgers.
Yeah, talk to some Dodgers because we got nothing to go on over here.
Scherzer just won again today.
Mad Max.
Like there's like 3 players. I mean, I don't know the top 5 in the NL for the Cy Young since Syndergaard is done now, but 3 of them are Dodgers: Scherzer, Urias, and Buehler. So 3 Dodgers are potential Cy Young winners this year. So I think that's crazy. I never heard of that.
No,
3 players on one team.
Well, when you have every good player on the planet on one team.
I think that last time that happened was the Braves.
The Braves with Maddox, Smoltz,
and Greg Maddux.
And Glavine, Maddox, and Smoltz. Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah,
but it's probably gonna be.
I mean, I don't know. Like, yeah, the Dodgers, we're still doing good. We're still winning, but the fucking Giants, they
don't lose. But yo, I told you last night.
I don't even want to cuss. We can't catch the damn motherfuckers.
I told you last night, man, when I went to Twitter, because I like to look through the fans and first of all, the Giants as an organization trashed the Dodgers like crazy. They were like, I was like, whoa. I said, I never seen nothing like. Yeah, I was gonna screenshot and send it to you. It was like, oh, it's so beautiful watching when the Giants win and the Dodgers lose. It's a beautiful day, and I'm looking at the source.
Yesterday for we had the day off yesterday actually, but we lost the day before that, and lost in 6. We had a 6-game win streak.
Yeah, and it was it's a shame that the Dodgers I don't know. 2.5 out. Then it was
weird because they're a boring ass team. The Giants are a boring ass team, but they can't fucking lose.
It's like watching paint dry when I watch them play, bro. I told you last night, everything about the Giants is just boring. The San Francisco Giants, because the New York Giants, everything's a spectacle for wrong reasons. But the San Fran Giants are just they're so boring. Their jerseys are boring. Their announcers are boring. Their stadium is cool though. I do like the stadium.
Their announcers are biased too. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, you said that. He said, "Oh, like we knew it would happen." I would never be a Mets fan.
All of a sudden, you got all out. We knew they were gonna win. What the hell? Who says that?
I don't even know who the announcers are.
You think Baez is gonna resign?
It's looking like that.
Resign with you guys?
Yeah, it's looking because he's tearing it up. If you look at his stats as a Met, he's tearing the cover off the ball. It's just everyone else. I don't
think Lindor is going to let him walk that either.
I don't think so either. I think he'll be back.
Did you see the interview? Was it yesterday when he was like, "Yo, I got family here."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not like exclusive. Like he's here by himself. Like he's got roots here in certain capacity.
He's grown on me a lot. He's grown on me a lot.
Listen, I told you, man.
You did. You did.
Listen to me.
He's grown on me a lot. Yeah, Baez is a good player, man. He's a good player. He's grown on me a lot.
I told you I liked him too. He's a little happy guy.
Yeah, and
he started getting his mold.
Yup. No, but the moment. Go ahead.
No, I just want to talk about how Lindor ate Giancarlo Stanton's food.
Yo, but that's why I was gonna bring that up. The moment that's on Baez was when Baez stepped up too. Was like, come out here. He was like, come stop talking and come out here. And I love that. I was like, you know what? Baez is a Met. I was like, him and Lindor are Mets because they were like, come out here, let's go.
That was when they had the hats, right? The NYPD.
That was the following.
Lindor had three home runs.
And Gene Carlos was trying to chirp.
The bench is cleared though, right?
Yeah.
Because I seen it said the day before on 9/11 and showed all the players interlocking arms. And then it showed the next day you guys were having a bench clearing thing. I was like, what the hell?
New York got his best.
Well, you the one that were talking about it, but they were whistling.
Yeah, they were doing the whistling.
The pitches.
Right, yes, they were.
The Yankees were whistling the pitches.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Lindor.
Yeah, I watched the video too. Like people whistle at games, but you could tell those whistles were different.
And then they're like, andale, andale, andale. They're doing like these different signs and stuff. And Lindor was like, yo, we don't play that over here. And then Baez stepped up like, yo. And them two came together and said, you know what? I like that.
So you guys need people like that on your team. You guys you guys are, I mean, I don't want to talk shit, but you guys are kind of boring. Without players like that. Because you guys haven't had anyone like that since what, Cespedes?
Listen.
We have the polar bear.
Listen, Jared.
You guys need players like that, so people want to watch.
Jared, you are absolutely 100% correct.
Yep.
That's been the problem with the Mets is they haven't been able to have dynamic players.
No.
That make people want to buy their jerseys. What's the last person? Daniel Murphy.
Cespedes and Murph.
I wouldn't even say Cespedes. I'd say just Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of been like that with like the New York teams lately, huh? At least you guys' teams, because besides on the Giants, who else is there? The Saquon Barkley,
Danny Dimes.
People are buying his jerseys and stuff, and people want to watch because of him.
Look at
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm being serious. Like on the Giants, who's someone that people actually want to watch because they're on the team?
It is Barkley.
Yeah, because on the defensive side, we have no like spark plug like that.
Maybe Sterling.
Maybe Sterling Shepard, right? But on the defensive side, we don't have like that Strahan or Tucker, no one like that. Nah. Yeah, we don't have no jersey sellers. Nah.
And that's what I'm saying. Besides Lindor and Baez going to New York, besides that, the Giants and the Mets.
Pete Alonso.
Nothing like that.
I would say Alonso.
He's kind of weird. He's cool. I like him. He's a weirdo though.
Yeah, he is. He is a weirdo.
But here's the thing about Pete Alonso. He doesn't have like that flair.
No.
It's all results for him.
Yep.
Whereas like somebody like Judge, he had the results and the flair. And that's why Judge is like, because Judge has never really been that good since his rookie season.
No, so he had that one monster year.
You know what I'm saying? But he's got the flair, he's got the swag. You know what I'm saying? So Pete, that's why people gravitate to Aaron Judge.
And so that's what I'm saying. Pete Alonso, he has that weird. He's a weirdo. He has like that weird like swag, like kind of like nerdy. He's up there like doing a little weird awkward dances and shit.
He's
funny,
a kid that,
you know, but
he seems like where I went to high school in Michigan, right? He seems like the type of person that was just like, he lived on a farm.
Right. And he's from Florida, so that's the thing too.
Yeah, no, he's from Tennessee. He's not from Florida, he's from Tennessee.
He's from Tennessee?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes him even more weird. Yeah. It's true. Shout out to everybody in Tennessee, though.
He's a country boy.
When he was up at the home run derby, he reminded me of like a little, I don't know, like a Guido or something, like in the club, like dancing or I don't know.
Oh yeah, like the way he was bobbing his head. It was just like, yo, bro, catch
He's awkward. He's awkward.
Yeah, but he's funny though. I like him.
So other than them three, and of course we have the best pitcher in baseball, but he's boring. DeGrom is boring. Let's say what it is. He's a boring ass player.
He's a doctor.
Right. Yeah.
What's the one that had the 0.0 ERA?
Yeah, DeGrom. Yep.
Yeah, so DeGrom, that's what I meant earlier when I said Syndergaard.
Syndergaard's not boring. Syndergaard had that.
No, but I was talking about the Cy Young stuff, though. Remember how I said once your pitcher went out, that's when, I mean, it was open.
DeGrom, when he went out.
Yeah, because he had that one. He was 0.06 or some shit, crazy shit like that, 0.6.
Yeah.
Oh, he would have had the Cy Young.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it wasn't for him going out, no one would even be talking about Scherzer or Buehler or Urias.
No. We all know who the greatest is. It's him, but he's kind of like Bronte. He's a doctor. He's boring.
The greatest.
Yeah, he might.
I thought Kershaw was the greatest
in LA, but they said all time in New York in baseball history, DeGrom could go down to the greatest pitcher of all time.
Kershaw's still young too, but I mean, he can't. If he stayed healthy, he would have had that easy. But he can't stay healthy at all.
And the playoffs,
like 33.
The playoff failures, though, kill him. It's the playoff failures.
DeGrom this year, up until he got hurt, I don't think there's been any other pitcher to have the year that he's had.
No,
he was doing crazy stuff.
They would already said it, like, yo, like he's the greatest pitcher of all time.
That's what they were saying. Yeah, that's what Jared doesn't want to hear that.
If he would have got the Cy Young this year, that would have cemented it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, because he's been in the league how many years now?
7, 6, maybe.
Yeah.
6 or 7 years.
And best believe he'll come back this year.
Oh yeah, we don't even have to doubt that.
There's not even a decline.
No,
like that's the crazy thing about it.
And he says he wants to pitch till he's 50, so he's gonna be around for a long time.
And then we got Syndergaard.
Syndergaard coming back on a qualifying offer. We still have. You have to keep Stroman. You got to keep him. Then we're set.
I don't know. I think Tawan's gonna be all right.
Yeah, well, he's been upset recently because the Mets keep pulling him early. So, you know what, Luis Rojas, please, can we get rid of him?
Go.
He has to go, bro. Enough with Luis Rojas. I liked his brother, Moises Alou. He got to go.
You heard Theo Epstein's taking over for Sandy.
Or Billy Bean, they were saying.
No, I read this morning. They kind of like, well, they didn't confirm, but like Theo Epstein's going to take the job.
That would be beautiful, having Theo Epstein. But the thing is, he wants like 5% of the Mets, though, to take over the Mets. He wants like 5%. Just give it to him. Let him run it. Yeah, let him have the 5%. Let him run the team, please. And then they said, because Jason Williams, he said he spent the day yesterday with Steve Cohen, and he said that he knows for a fact that he's building something special with the Mets. To just give him time.
The problem with Kershaw is I think his consistency in the playoffs.
In the playoffs,
that's what killed him, and it shouldn't have killed him. Let's say Jared, like that shouldn't have killed like his trajectory.
Yeah.
But I feel like people gave him like an unfair amount of pressure after those playoff losses. Like it should have been done out after last year.
Yeah, he didn't. I mean, he doesn't do. He's not Kershaw in the playoffs, but believe it or not, he's actually not that bad when it's actually broken down.
No, he's not.
He reminds me of Curry.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like when Curry's in the playoffs, people talk a lot of shit because he doesn't put up 30, 40. He doesn't do that bad though either. He's better than the average other player, but people say Curry doesn't show up for the playoffs too. It's weird how it's like that with some players.
I think Curry misses those shots to tie the game or win the game. I think that's what happens with Curry in the big moments. He misses those shots that he normally hits routinely. I think that's what kills Curry. Yeah. And then Kyrie hit that big three, and he missed a couple of big threes. I think that made him look bad too. But he's the greatest shooter of all time, and Kershaw is the greatest.
With Steph Curry, you're gonna get draped by like 2-3 defenders. It's hard. Yeah. He's not big enough to like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like Kevin Durant where it's like, yo, I'm getting this shot off. There's no, you know what I'm saying? I'm too tall. My arms are too long. I'm getting this shot off.
He's not built like LeBron.
Steph Curry's not.
Curry has to run a quarter. He has to run a quarter mile just to shoot 1-3.
Yeah. He's not built like LeBron, where he's like a train just moving through the hole or whatever.
And to be honest, that's what makes Steph Curry even greater, is because he's capable of finding the shot. He'll get the shot. He just got to work really hard for it, but he'll get it.
I think what was it? Did you guys see that thing last year, or it was like a couple years ago? They actually traced his steps around the whole game one time, and they figured out that he ran at like over 2 miles.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I believe
that shit was crazy. Like, because he's running for his life, trying to get open just to shoot anything.
But you know what? I know Max Kellerman took a lot of heat for that, but I was saying that years ago. Look, if you put size into consideration, I always thought Iverson was the second best player I've ever seen. Was Allen Iverson, just because of the size and how he had all that heart and stuff. But I know Max Kellerman took a lot of heat for that. But Allen Iverson, second best player I've personally seen with my own eyes.
Curry?
Yeah, like because I just love the little guy.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but yeah, Curry shoots a bunch of threes, so people have to double team him all the time.
I don't know, man.
Was he getting double teamed like that?
Well, Iverson?
Yeah.
Later. Once they started, they had to.
Yeah.
But I feel like, and I think it's more of the politics game though. The reason why he didn't really flourish the way he was supposed to. I feel like Stephon Marbury was just as good as AI though.
Yeah, no, I think so too. Marbury was just a head case.
Yeah.
So was AI. But Marbury had that New York head case about him. He was just like a little off. But that was just like a New York thing, I think.
Yo, after seeing Kevin Durant play in real life,
the greatest player might be Kevin Durant.
I think after watching him, like watching the Nets play and like not on TV, but like in real life, being at the game, I'd have to say, man, like I won't put him past Jordan yet, but I'm saying like that's probably the second best player I've ever seen.
I already knew he was the best too when he owned LeBron.
Yeah, he does.
He Warriors in the finals.
LeBron beat him that one time.
Easy, by far he was better.
And you see how they're stacking up. You see how the Lakers are stacking up. They're stacking up for KD.
Oh yeah.
Because they know whatever. Because this was all fluke, man. I mean, I give Giannis his pride for champion. All right, cool, whatever.
But the Nets had a bunch of injuries too, though.
Bro.
If Kyrie or Harden are healthy,
we was going to smack you. You weren't going to win that one.
Right.
You probably would have got. They probably would have got two.
I doubt it though. I give them one. And that's just having respect.
About injuries, then hey, the Warriors would have beat both you guys eventually.
There you go, right there. Yep. If the Warriors want to hurt with Clay and everything, he probably would have beat the Nets too. But yep, Jared's right.
Yeah, because I don't think the Warriors are done.
Jared's right.
What'd you say? You think the Warriors are done?
No, I don't think they're done.
Not at all.
No, not at all.
But he's saying
I'll be shocked if the Lakers beat the Warriors.
But he's saying if they were healthy last year, that Warrior team could have beat the Nets and the Lakers or the Bucks.
I don't know about that because I feel like
James they did the same thing to KD. KD was up 3-1 against the Warriors, and they went back on him.
But I'm saying though, I think Wiseman. It's like Wiseman's too young, right?
Yeah.
And I'd have to see how Wiggins is down the stretch. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
I don't like Wiggins.
You know what I'm saying? Like I like the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stick with my light skinned brothers. So like
that is true. Maybe not last year, but maybe the year before that. I don't know. Because last year it was a bunch of young kids still. They weren't meshing. It was all jacked up last year.
So you know what I mean? People had to make their moves. Because they knew KD was leaving. They wasn't sure if they wanted to keep Iguodala. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like a lot of like the core pieces, Sean Livingston.
Like, Sean Livingston.
He was, even though he played maybe like 10 minutes, he was dynamic for those 10 minutes. Like,
you know what? I always liked
him. He's my favorite Warrior.
Yeah, I like Sean Livingston.
Oh yeah.
I like Curry a lot, but Sean Livingston.
He's a dope journeyman. You know what I mean? Sean Livingston is a dope journeyman player. Yeah.
Take the injuries away from him. He was like Ben Simmons before Ben.
No, he would have been the man. If he never got hurt, he would have been that guy.
Yeah, for sure. He was a great.
He showed it every now and then too.
Yep.
He still had flashes of that, even up until last year.
Yep. I always wish he was on the Knicks.
I want to see how Clay comes back. I want to see how like they bring him back into
2 years, man. Yeah. 2 years gone.
That's freaking
crazy. And we're talking about the ACL and an Achilles.
Yeah, 2 years in.
I'm not saying I saw a couple of like shoot arounds and like practices that he did workouts. And he looks good.
Mm-hmm.
He looks good. He doesn't look bad. He looks good.
No,
he looks good. There were even speculations last year if the Warriors would have went deep into the playoffs, he would have came back.
Yeah.
Yeah. People were already trying to say he's already like healthy enough, but I don't know. It's cool to think of shit like that, but I doubt it.
I just the only thing that I have like the question mark to me is Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, Wiggins. Yup. I've always been sketchy on him.
Yeah.
Never liked Wiggins.
Because I don't understand like how this Lakers the scenario how it's gonna work.
I don't like their team. I don't like it. I don't like the mix that they got.
It doesn't make sense.
It's weird, right? It's just
I think they brought Westbrook in just to make LeBron look badass one more time.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's gonna feed him the ball like crazy, get him a bunch of rebounds, he's gonna give him all kinds of assists, he's gonna make him, they're gonna be like, oh, LeBron's back, he's gonna play for another 6 years.
Just strange. It's a strange mix. That's
why they brought him.
But I don't listen when it comes when it boils down to it. When I'm nuts, this bro.
Knicks right there though, brother. Knicks are right behind you. You keep laughing, yo. You know it too.
Listen, man. I don't know, man. I feel like you got. No, I'm not talking shit. Like I'm trying to figure it out in my head because it's like. You guys didn't really do much in free agency.
Didn't need to. We were stacked already.
Nah, you had to do something.
We got Fournier. What do we need the most? We needed someone that could shoot. We got the best shooter on the market. We got Evan Fournier.
You need a dynamic. What Jared's been saying this whole day.
The dynamic.
You need a dynamic player. Kendrick's close to that, but he's not that.
Kemba Walker, we got Fournier, Randall, RJ gonna step up in his third year now?
He better step up.
Mitch is coming back. You see the pictures of Mitchell Robinson? He says he's brolic and everything like that. I'm telling you, man.
Listen, man.
Number 2 seed, here we come.
I don't want to kill the mood, but I got to take off, fellas.
Yeah, my son and my kids are on their way. She's texting me right now.
Yeah, man. So it's been like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. It has. Jared, I hope you guys beat the Eagles on Sunday tomorrow.
Please do.
Yes, please beat the Eagles.
Because a couple of
then if we beat them, what is you guys still gonna talk shit about the 49ers? Even if we win, you guys gonna be like, but you guys beat
no,
you know.
Because a couple of your guys are on my fantasy team, so I need them to do something.
Well, Jared got the whole team on his team, so
not really. Go back and look at it. I did a lot of changes, but you know, it's hey, and it worked last week. It did work.
It did work. He's actually 1-0. I don't think we updated Ron on the score. Yeah, he actually tore what's his name up.
Yeah, and that guy's like 700 and 300 in his whole fantasy career, and I beat him.
A couple of championships and everything. Yeah, I think it was Steve you beat, right?
You're gonna wear the ring.
Yeah, the ring. The rings. I know that's like a taboo topic or whatever, but the ring is gonna be beautiful. We're gonna design it nice. It's gonna be a beautiful situation with the ring. You can put in a little display case.
My own trophy.
You could put the display case.
If I win, I'll take the ring. If I win, I'll take the ring, but I'll also make my own trophy. I got a little 3D printer now. I'll print one.
Oh, you have that's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, that's cool. I like that.
I'll make a little tiny, little baby one.
Because look, you could put your ring in the display case there. Your fantasy rings and stuff. It's gonna be beautiful, man. I'm telling you. Yeah. It'll grow on you.
Yeah. And the extra $125. Yeah.
Right. That's the the consolation price too. You do a little $125 in there. I'm telling you, it's a good situation. You'll love it. It's gonna be beautiful. I love you guys. A great episode.
Yeah,
love you, man.
See you guys next week.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a long one.
Long one for sure.
Yeah, it was.
All right. I'll probably message you guys here in a little bit on the chat.
Yeah. So, we'll be in the chat. We'll be in the chat. Right. See you guys. Thank you everyone for watching. See you guys next week. Peace.